actual game
I'm
footage.
I'm pretty good. I think I'm at your level right now.
Perfect. That's what we need. All right. What about Felix? How's Felix?
Yeah, Felix, say something
Testing
funny.
1 2.
No, I got
Testing
an
1 2.
ad.
Oh,
Intended for certain. Oh no, wait, no, I didn't.
you're I love it.
I thought that the cityscape was an ad. All right, Felix, talk again.
You found no. That's the.
Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Testing. Hello.
Felix can
Testing.
be
All right. All right. Who can be Felix? Can be a bit louder. All right. Awesome. All right. Here comes the quiet man, everyone.
This is kind of like the one game where it doesn't really matter too much. 'Cause there's no noise.
Well, you know what? This is we're okay. Does anyone have some Felix? Do you have some opening remarks about the Quiet Man? Your thoughts on the Quiet Man? How the Quiet Man has affected you?
You know, sound is one of those things we take for granted in our lives. Whether it is the beat of our footsteps on a rain-soaked street or the words of our loved ones whispered into our ears. What would it be like if you were a man with a very cool leather jacket and an awesome bob haircut, yet none of these things were available to you? What if instead of sound, your gift to the world was dressing up as a stupid fucking bird and getting your ass kicked all the time? The Quiet Man dares to ask these questions. There's some art that, you know, I'm reminded of Primo Levi saying there's no poetry after Auschwitz. In reference to the Quiet Man, there are no great games after the end of the Trump presidency. For this is a game that could have only
I
been
want to
made
remind people this script
during
was
President
mostly written
Trump's
by
reign.
Disney XD1 and
President
cartoon
Trump.
writers and mostly filmed in Bulgaria like a Seagal movie.
Oh, this was filmed in Bulgaria, Felix. Just a little notice for you.
Yeah, no, this is where I used to live. This is where I'm moving back to. Bulgaria, New York City, New York.
Oh man. Well, my thoughts on this are this is someone's vision, and how it basically ends up is, you know, if you're going to have a game with a deaf protagonist, you need to focus on gesture, facial expressions, you know, subtle movements, and basically, from what I understand, deaf people's lives are just like watching TV at the dentist. It's just like on it. It's just like you're just watching TV on mute.
Yeah, that's the greatest thing about it is like they're like, oh, we want to show you what it's like to experience the world as a deaf person, and it's not like that at all.
Oh my
You at the doctor. It's just you at the dentist office watching an How It's Made episode of Volume.
No, there's just like an episode of like The Bold and the Beautiful going, and people are walking through rooms and talking to each other, and you're just like, man, this must be what it's like.
What's always on your like dentist television? For me, it's HGTV. It's always like extreme makeover, home edition type shit.
Oh.
The last guy I would consider my dentist, I haven't seen him many years because he's in Chicago and probably retired by now. But I loved him because he never put a TV on. And I thought that was so nice because I hated seeing CNN. He loved me and my brother and then hated our sister for some reason.
That's the best thing. Whenever you can't explain why someone could like, there's no reason like why like you could possibly like hate them. It's like
I don't even get it because I was like not a very like outgoing or like fun to talk to like child, but he just like loved me. And my brother and sister are like quite a few years older than me, but like they just loved me and my like everyone loves my brother. He's a very charismatic guy, but like they like did my sister's teeth. My sister's like incredibly funny for people who've heard her on the show. Like one of the funniest people I've ever known. But all they said about her was just like they thought she was out of earshot. And they were like, the other one's teeth aren't as clean.
Oh man! Oh my God! Well, before we begin, can you see the game? Can you hear the game?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Yes. Okay.
I kind of feel like you can't
Okay.
see it.
You can see it. I streamed it to you.
Okay.
Have a look. You got it?
It's in the call.
Yeah, it's in the.
Yeah, no, I'm watching Rocky's screen.
Oh,
yeah.
All right. So before we begin, this is the options screen, and I want you to see if you can figure out what any of this does.
One of them's a speech audio.
One of them is just. All right, we're starting. No, wait, hang on. I gotta
You
start
didn't
it.
give me a chance.
Wait, no, hold on.
I didn't get a chance to see what those constellations mean.
All right.
They even made the UI like, oh, this is how deaf people work their TV.
Whoa.
New York, 2001.
The big
Well,
city.
9/11 wouldn't have happened if the Quiet Man was real. Do you think he's letting that just happen?
Oh yeah.
The Twin Empire State Building.
Yeah, dude. My dad, when he was calling people on 9/10/2001, he was like, "I'm so glad there isn't a deaf bird-based superhero to stop our plans." And I said, "Dad, what are you talking about?" And he said, "Shut up. Just don't go to the Pentagon, Shanksville, Pennsylvania, or New York City tomorrow. Got it?"
God.
Oh, and by the way, your sister's teeth are really dirty.
Jesus. Dylan Roof origins.
Oh my,
This is
no!
Dylan Roof. Dylan
No!
Roof if he was the Balenciaga model.
No, he looks like the guy from I Really Think You Should Be Quiet. He looks like Chibi. Oh my god.
Oh man, men don't dress like this anymore. This is just like Balenciaga Dylan Roof is so good, Felix.
When I was when I was like a fat little child, this is like how I imagined I would dress when I was like a 9.
It's like yeah, like how you imagine yourself as an adult when you're 10 and you just have like frosted tips.
Yeah, I thought I would have like a spiky middle part and like wear a cool jacket.
Yeah.
Like this.
I thought I would be like the Jimmy character from Scary Godmother. I don't know if Chad's ever seen that. in Cartoon Network.
Oh, you're my favorite customer, deaf guy.
I made it for you, Aki style, Quiet Man.
It's hard being this beautiful. 6 months after I started browsing like FA.
He got it wrong. I hate cheese.
Oh my god, I need to put on the bird costume and beat this asshole up. You ruined my chopped cheese.
I hate you, Ock.
You're the worst doc I've ever had, asshole.
Oh no, some hombres.
Oh, no.
Cut steps to my lady.
Quiet Man's
Yeah.
only weakness is Latinos.
Me lo pelas. Lo chingué.
These guys look like Xavier Renegade Angel characters.
Gold.
Yeah.
Vete a casa con mama.
Hey.
Yo! Wrong address, dog! No honor, no chow!
Yo, Spider, who is this guy, man?
What the hell, man? You stupid or very stupid?
This is what gangbangers would talk to, man.
What did I say?
God, you just have like fantasies of just like walking in and just beating people up. Just being like, you don't say a single word. Oh no.
When I
Alright.
saw Collateral, it changed my life.
Oh god, we're entering the world of the Quiet Man. Are you ready?
That's a classic Latino combat move. Too bad it's against the Quiet Man, bitch. Owned.
Rock beats paper.
All right, now you're about to notice the main aesthetic of this game. I'll let you figure it out. Now remember, the main character is deaf, so how do they portray that?
Holmes, we've got to beat up this Quiet Man so we can continue to vote Democrat.
Hey man, you can't come in here. This is our apartment block now.
I like how he's. Oh my god! Wait a minute. I swear, these are GTA 4 pedestrians.
Oh my god.
You are beating up the Los Vagos. You just beat up Caesar.
Jesus, these guys, yeah,
San Andreas.
they do look like GTA San Andreas characters.
Lost Judgment completely ripped this game off, by the way. Oh, there's your chopped cheese, fucker.
Aki way.
How this started because the Quiet Man saw a bunch of Latinos in an alleyway. Like, Get out. That's not right. This is no place for Latinos.
God.
He had no reason to beat those guys up.
What? Yeah, this is like my favorite. Like,
What was the thing? It's like, hey, are you lost? Are you stupid? They were just kind of rude to him.
Yeah.
He could have walked away.
Oh, so a Japanese person made this game. Like, if you can't tell by how the main character looks.
Yeah.
This is like what Japanese people think America is like. Oh, look at, oh, they're back. Hey, man, what are you doing here?
We're gonna say some Charlie Brown parent shit at you.
This Vato is trying to take our Obama phones.
Yay, leaving San Fierro, right?
Those tweets.
Right, you know what? Okay, but they go cross country.
I love that the Quiet Man has the same view of New York as like Tucker Carlson.
He just hears threats, like he thinks they're threatening him, and they're just like, "Hey, man, are you lost?"
hey, I don't think you live here. Your apartment.
Get out of our gangbanger apartment.
Elon Musk has seen video footage of this posted from Ian Miles Chong's account and saying, "Interesting."
I'm giving $45 million to the Quiet Man to help him fight crime.
Are you the landlord's son?
I'm giving the Quiet Man free Twitter blue.
God.
I like how these gangbangers have it.
Oh, the plot's happening. Whoa.
Soul. That's Latino for son.
It's the Sun Gang. Oh my god, the game audio is fucking with my mic.
He's doing hip hop style movements.
It's a traumatic Latino memory.
Latino memory unlocked.
These guys, and they were Latino.
I like how these Latinos are also soy. They also, for some reason, have a working arcade cabinet
God, this is like
in their apartment.
it's like the movie Lost Highway, but Bill Pullman is like Dylan Roof.
This is like this takes place in the timeline after 2022 Saints Row. Like this is the modern Saints is founded by Mobin Prinkle.
Yeah.
Their rackets are like barcade, bar trivia.
You have to do the axe throwing minigame.
Yeah, I'm your bartender. I'm gonna be looking after you tonight.
Yeah,
Guy bothering you.
their protection racket is just like finding women who are being bothered by guys.
Just going into like Terminator vision when you see the self-harm scars.
When you see a girl wearing Hello Kitty merch, you just hear and she just starts morphing like the Terminator in Terminator 2 and starts chasing him.
Jesus. Quickly, ask her if she knows the Smiths B-sides.
Ask her what her relationship with her mother is.
Your cat headphone set. Give it to me.
Your Sanrio. Your
Oh.
My Melody and Hello Kitty
Oh.
headset. Give it to me.
Your Discord moderator is dead.
Get in voice chat now.
Are you abandoning me?
Hey man, what are you doing? Oh Jesus.
This is what This is what Elon Musk like envisions himself like doing in like a subway at like San Francisco to a homeless person nearby the Twitter HQ.
Yeah, he has one of those like delusional things where he's like, oh, I couldn't go to New York because when I get mad, I just see red. Like I could not be held accountable for what I do.
I like how the audio
Well,
tries to simulate
this
how
guy
a
just
real
looks like
deaf
soy,
person hears
like,
things, which is
I
basically
think-
if their head was underwater all the
It
time.
does feel like being underwater. Yeah, that's how deaf people see the world. You know.
This is the stupidest game I've ever seen, honestly.
Okay, what? Okay,
Oh,
the,
just wait. Just wait.
the plot's happening. What?
This is the weekly meeting of guys who get asked if they're Jewish by Kebab. I grew a ponytail. I'm a Jewish man has a ponytail. They still ask me.
I wish that this game spoke Simlish instead of being deaf.
God.
As you know.
The Quiet Man is so in demand.
Everyone loves him. Just
Yeah, he's like, this is what it was like for me when I moved to New York in 2015. I was like a speaking quiet man.
God. Is he like deaf or is he just autistic? That's like the question of the game.
No, that is a very good question.
Do they know he's deaf?
All right, so this is Drive, but for X. What is X here?
Oh, who is this for? Yeah, who would be like, I'm the quiet man? Because this
This
is
is Drive.
Have you ever
For
met like the
who?
kind? Have you ever met the kind of guy who's like, how do I describe this? He's like in a like 7 to 8 year long friend zoning, but he's already like he's internalized and rationalized it to be like, I'm like her big brother. I protect her, and but
God.
all he does is just like bother her whenever she's like trying to date a guy. That type of person sees themselves as like a real life quiet man.
Wow.
I know that's a very specific type of guy, but I think we've all known someone or a few people like that.
Wow, I just had a good flashback. Kaylin B says the musician Imogen Heap was the lead writer and designer for this game.
She's like a real person. Why did she do
What? How did this? Yeah.
That sounds like the name of a 5-star general in the Israeli army.
Like if Sia wrote this, I'd be like, that makes sense.
That kind of makes sense. Yeah, this is like a vision. Foley work is out of control in this.
Thank you all for all the follows, by the way.
They keep them coming.
There's been a lot.
Keep the subscribers coming.
So this is the quiet man's best friend.
Yeah.
He's wearing what that collar style hasn't been used since like 1890. I don't know why. It's always bothered me about this game.
Ooh, sherbet. They don't make this stuff anymore, you know.
Doc, you know video submit tonight, right?
We'll play them all at the end, maybe.
All right, video submit at end.
What? There's just whole scenes like this where it's just not clear what's going on.
There's no point in like 80% of these scenes existing as they do. Like,
God.
Like, man, this meme is really funny, man.
Man,
Thank you for
oh.
showing me your phone.
Yo,
Man, I love TikTok. Do you love TikTok?
yo, check out what this guy's doing to his ass.
man, there's some good ass leftist content on here.
Man, you got to check out this Mind of Jason tweet. He's crazy. He hated Megalopolis.
No, man, this is like Megalopolis. Like they only had like $1 million.
This is so stupid, man.
This is incredible.
Yeah, this is how deaf people experience the world.
What's going on?
Gesturing.
They have flashbacks of their friend.
They became best friends because
Uh-huh.
they were taunted by this evil Latino.
We were brought together by this Latino.
This is MAGA vision, a base black guy and an autistic white guy battling Latinos.
He is the base black guy, yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway.
this is MAGA 2016.
My God.
Anyway, enough about the new norm.
Yes!
This is the new norm.
Jesus.
Oh, Jake Johnson beat me.
Oh.
No, I beat Jake Johnson, but Jake Johnson was gonna say it anyway.
It's like art house version of like Mr. Bertram. You're just like, how did you get so base,
When you
Mr.
said
Bertram?
When you said art house version of Mr. Bertram, like my mind went in slow motion. So like right when you said Mr., like in my dead eye, I said, "Oh, he's gonna say Mr. Bean." Art house
Oh man.
Oh man. I'm the quiet Norm.
Oh, yeah.
I'm quiet beer.
Armed Roomba says this guy has been his friend since childhood and hasn't bothered to learn sign language. Yeah, he gets by. He can't count past 40, but he knows, he knows some things.
Yeah, that's how I treat deaf people too. I treat them like houseplants.
Yeah.
You can read, right?
Like
Ugh.
the fact that they're like subtitles were a DLC for the like after
Yes!
they added subtitles, which is like again like subtitles are closer to how a deaf person experiences the world than whatever the fuck this is.
It's just like apparently the decision to remove the dialogue came late in production. So they were just like, yeah, what if we just muted the whole game?
They went through the trouble of like doing multiple takes like you do with dialogue.
Yeah.
To be like, okay, that could sound better. Like quadrupling the amount of time they spent filming and then just didn't use it.
Imagine being the guy that got like was on the chopping block during like the initial casting that like better fit the vision for this character, but didn't quite sound like him. And then they go and say, you know what? We're gonna mute the game. God.
She had a beautiful voice. Not that you would know that.
That's me thinking about the Hollow
Yeah,
Line
but why would the
VTubers.
quiet man remember her singing?
I'm imagining the modern quiet man just like stone-faced watching VTubers in his like dingy apartment.
Oh man.
The volume off, just staring at it, 1,000-mile stare.
They could have gotten like the he's literally me aspect, but they didn't know how to do it.
That's
the
how you
quiet,
do it.
That's the quiet man after Trump wins. And, like deports MS-13 and he has no one to fight. He's like, damn, it was so much better under Brandon.
Who's this game for? Me.
I love that this is like what a Japanese like the quiet man's look is what a Japanese guy thinks is like the coolest thing in the world.
Yeah, that's the charming thing about it. That like,
What if
like the people who made this game are like middle-aged guys who would give anything to be the quiet man.
God.
Be on the subway beating up people that fictionally try to hurt me. Oh.
Why are no, there's no subtitles at all. You just have to interpret what's going on. All right, there's a bird out there.
I
Well,
hate that.
well, here we are.
Oh my god. Birds
Now
are
we're back in
especially distressing
cyberspace.
to deaf.
They hate that. Anyway, this is your apartment. You can watch GTA 4 television in here. Boss Rootin'.
Yeah, that also has no subtitles.
What if they added an entire like they doubled their like entire like budget for this, and they added a TV in this with full GTA 4 style TV,
Oh,
but
man.
you couldn't hear any of it.
God. Oh my God.
This is what it's like to be deaf.
It was be like, see, don't you wish you could experience this? Well, that's how it feels like to be deaf.
Do you think that it's a stylistic choice that the quiet man is a brunette in cutscenes and blonde in gameplay?
They couldn't render all of his hair.
Type thing?
Well, he hasn't become the quiet man yet.
That's true.
When he goes out at night, that's when he becomes the quiet man.
I remember when I got laughed out of grade school for saying I wanted to be the quiet man when I
I
grew
love
up.
my bass black friend. That's the thought there.
I hope nothing ever comes between me and this base black guy.
Who's this person?
No one's ever going to drive apart the Trump 2016 coalition. I just know it.
Oh, stock footage woman.
Oh, Via Getty, how I love you.
Oh.
Wait a minute.
Oh, the Mets won. You could tell by the how they lit up the skyscraper.
Yo.
Little fun fact about New York City for you non-NYC heads.
That's a crucial part of Quiet Man world building.
Oh no, some turnstile hoppers.
This took place during the Mets 2015 playoff run.
Oh god, they're back. These three guys.
Damn, these guys can't get enough.
Also,
These
this was
identical-
released during the time where Square
great,
Enix
it's the
decided to
Latino
cancel and
triplets.
sell off
New York
Deus
City's
Ex and
biggest
Hitman
gang.
cause they're not making enough money.
Mayor Eric Adams has been warning us about them.
Don't jump the turnstile.
It's the turnstile triplets.
I will make this a high trust society or die doing it. Quiet Man as he can be.
God. It's this guy again.
Spider, I told you about jumping the turnstiles.
You're degrading the moral fabric.
Come on, now pay your $5.95 like everybody else.
We'll never have walkable cities if you keep doing this, you asshole.
Oh, look out.
You need a fucking giant machete that entire time.
Who could fucking conceal a machete in New York City? Literally any other weapon you can. This is how you know it's made by someone who isn't a New York City native. How the fuck could you conceal a machete for block?
God. That's the loud man hitting him.
Greatest enemy. It's great world building, Jesus.
Wait. What counter disability does the loud man have?
Tourette's?
Yeah.
Tourette's. That's his father-in-law, Tourette's guy.
Do you guys ever see Royal Tenenbaums?
No.
No.
Ah, never mind.
Oh, the chat will know. So tell the anecdote.
Okay, sorry. You remember the kid that Bill Murray's character was researching that had like unusually good hearing?
Yeah.
That's the Quiet Man's dad.
He hears too much and it made him angry.
Yeah.
Oh no, there's more of them.
What? The exact same three
Yes.
guys? Oh, what are the odds?
Eric
God.
Adams isn't sending his best.
They
Airways employees.
They actually got arrested, but they let them out between the cutscenes.
Yeah.
I think
This is why progressive DAs are so bad.
Oh, another guy. He's got
No, wait, that's a
Construction
worker! That's a construction worker! What? In the world of the Quiet Man, construction workers hammer down nails with machetes.
God.
The construction worker is just like, I sense other Latinos are.
What'd you say about Morrissey, man?
Man, fuck Johnny Marr. He's not even in the game.
Hey man, I just made 60 grand a month for the 60 grand a year for the first time. I'm a Republican now.
I think the Uvalde police are brave. I love Greg Abbott.
Sorry, Quiet Man. We won't do that again.
Just kidding.
Oh no.
Just kidding.
He's so good at this. We could use a man like that.
I've never seen a man this quiet.
How many stars are on that U.S. flag? 54. That's a rare gaff.
Good lord.
They got the one bad bootleg flag of like the U.S. flag in the world. They gaffed that.
They had 44 stars. Well, maybe in the Quiet Man's universe, like certain historical events didn't happen.
Yeah.
What would be the states that would unify? Of course, you'd unify the Dakotas, Virginia and West Virginia, sure.
Yeah, the Carolinas. Quiet Man wouldn't stand for North and South Carolina, you know.
Ohio and Pennsylvania is going to be a state called
yeah.
Greater Pennsylvania.
Quiet Man would do that to try to win the Democrats more elections, I think. But that was before, you know, the walk away movement got him.
New York, New Jersey, Connecticut all unify in a state called Metropolis.
Gosh.
Okay, now there are just like 10 states.
There's just 10 states.
You know, we're just combining all of them now.
Well, you know what? Why not?
This is 44.
Under President Eric Adams, this is what's going on.
Yeah, in the capital city of Metropolis.
Whose mic needs to be louder, Smith? Wait,
Probably Felix.
Felix.
I can turn up my gain.
Yeah, a little bit. Felix, turn yourself up just a bit.
Yeah, let me do that real quick.
Alternate reality United States. There's not even like a civil war or anything where there's like the Confederate States of America. There's just 10 states. One of them is called
Yeah, it just never. It just never comes up in gameplay. That's just the lore.
Yeah. And New England's just called Greater Metropolis.
Yeah. It's like the same like political reality of Steven Seagal movies where it's like, here we are in Chinatown, the capital of Asia.
Oh no, there's some suspicious people at the front of the apartment. I might have to do horrible violence.
I wonder what race they are.
That's my tarot card.
Watch out, quiet man. There's Venezuelans in that apartment block.
What the fuck? Alright, someone let the cat be an outside cat, I guess. I just drew a tarot card.
The thing with the quiet man.
Oh wait, what?
Who's this? Why is he so upset? Why does this matter to the quiet man?
I mean, the quiet man is really not big into minding his own business, if you haven't noticed.
He likes to watch.
Yeah.
Loves. Oh my god. What's gonna happen?
Oh no. I gotta get back to GTA Online.
I need to do a mission for Simeon. Anyway, it was nice meeting you.
Yeah, the quiet man presumably is not in this scene, but you still can't hear anything.
That's the quiet man's influence. No one has sound out of solidarity because he's such a great guy. He's such a good friend. He keeps the city safe from Latinos. They're like, the least we can do is not hear also.
Does a quiet man beat up any other race besides?
just those three Latinos.
Yeah, I guess you could argue that the quiet man isn't racist because it's like he only dislikes those Latino guys. Like clearly.
The turnstile triplets.
Gosh.
Yeah. The Latino guys whose only crime is jumping the turnstiles.
And their one construction worker friend. It's like, hey, why are you beating these guys up?
Stop beating up my cousin, man.
Hey. Just one guy that sees like a crime.
I don't want to see that, man.
I found this.
Yeah, I found this on the road.
You're ruining my first date.
I'm trying to score, dude.
Dude, we matched on Bumble. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Who does the friend looks like a certain like conservative rapper. That guy who made that terrible song, What It Feels Like to Be a Man or whatever.
Oh man.
Who is that guy?
Bryson Gray or Zuby?
No, it's not Zuby. I'm a Zuby fan. I would say who he looks like that great conservative rapper Zuby, who I love. Not that terrible conservative rapper.
Man, stop showing girls your dead bird.
You're ruining this. You're being cringe.
You're ruining my hinge date, dude.
Quiet, man. You're scaring the hose.
Why is he getting in his car?
What the fuck is that jacket, by the way?
Why is he coming with them?
She just came out of Deus Ex Human Revolution.
Rocky!
Yeah.
Quiet Man's going with her!
We just keep him around for fun, you know?
I mean,
right.
you call it third wheeling. I call it insurance in case some Venezuelans show up on the day.
Something bad might happen.
Yeah. Would you let your best friend be defenseless against Latinos? I wouldn't.
You gotta have him clear the room first.
You gotta have a plan.
Yeah, the quiet man is doing tactical room clearing.
This is actually like, you know how they had Young Rock? This is like the Young Rock version of young Eric Adams.
Yeah.
This is about Eric Adams, young in New York City, and sending his deaf friend to beat up Venezuelans. Quiet Man is just late 90s WCW? Yeah, kind of. They're talking about wrestling in chat. I'm trying to figure this
Oh,
out.
there. What's happening in the plot? What? He's presumably talking.
Have you not been paying attention?
You didn't get the
I
quiet
think you
man.
guys aren't fans of the quiet man.
You misunderstood the quiet man.
Driving past Radio City Music Hall in Bulgaria.
We should make a image template with like all the characters of the quiet man and be like, if you idolize them, you miss the point.
I don't even know these characters' names.
Sir, did you get your
I mean, that would be the hard part.
Yeah.
Did you get your certificate of media literacy in the mail recently?
Yeah.
I did.
Media
I did.
literacy fail.
Media literacy fail. Sorry, I can't hear you. I'm deaf.
What?
What? I can't hear you. Imagine buying all the DLC for the Quiet Man and all the dialogue out of his mouth. Like, what? I can't hear you.
I told you I'm deaf. We've been friends for 30 years.
He's just shouting like David Lynch in Twin Peaks the whole time. Got a hot date, huh?
Am I smoking crack? Is there no audio on this on purpose?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yup.
Oh no, I lost connection to. Oh, there we go.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay.
Sub mayonnaise.
Yeah. No, they just like have a flashback and like he just became deaf after he had a bad reaction to weed or something.
I'm so glad he's going on a first date to the Pod About Liz / Girl God show at Club Moonrise.
This is the club from the movie The Mask.
Oh my god, yeah, he's deaf. Like, god damn it, what's her name from Yakuza 0?
You know what
Like the blind girl in Yakuza 0.
Yeah.
You know what they should do in this scene right here? They should cut like right here to like no audio footage of Patrick Doran doing stand up. And then just cut back to the story. Like him and his girlfriend are big Pod About Liz fans.
Why would he go to hear this woman sing? He can't hear.
Well, maybe he's reading her lips for the lyrics, and he's like, "Oh, that's really beautiful."
Oh.
Excuse me, could you do some closed captioning for my friend the Quiet Man?
Just a DLC that adds like an NPC who's like a sign language interpreter.
And you can go to him to buy items.
There's like there's like a little box in the corner of the screen with like an interpreter.
Like the clown guy from Yakuza 0.
Yeah.
There, back in like 2017, a lot of people demanded that we like do transcripts,
Oh god.
and I always like felt like it was a trick. Like it's like, okay, you want to get everything written out to yell at us.
Yeah,
Like-
that's exactly it.
Yeah, it just went away after a while. But like, I like to imagine that it was the Quiet Man asking us that.
He's a big fan of Chapo.
Yeah, it's a big fan of Chapo. Just never heard it.
Hey, look.
Wow, I'm sure this is really good. Just everyone's leaving.
There's glass breaking.
Yeah, what if like he's deaf so he can't tell that she can't actually sing?
It's terrible. She's about to give up this career, but the Quiet Man just keeps showing up to shows. She's like, well, if one person likes it.
What?
I like how the only thing he can do is just lock eyes with her the entire time.
That's kind of Quiet Man's go-to, is like unnerving eye contact to the point where it like kind of loses meaning. If you look at like the Latino triplets that you're constantly beating up the exact same way as the singer that you're in love with, like you know, there's no special communication.
Wait, hold on, Felix.
Oh, look who came out of his cave. Oh no!
This is for the turnstiles, Holmes. Stop raising the height fares.
Why couldn't they get different Latino?
Same
Same three guys that keep getting their ass kicked worse and worse and worse.
Oh, look out, man.
They got machetes. I'm here to go to the world. I'm here to see Pod About List. Where's Patrick? Is Patrick safe?
It's like the movie Jacob's Ladder, but he just keeps seeing Latinos.
Like, this gang is not very fearsome. It's three guys who have gotten their ass kicked 3 times in like 10 minutes. They don't have any specific target. They just see some guy in the suit and they're like, you probably know the Quiet Man, you're dead.
What's their beef with her?
What's going on? What?
Hey!
Just get over the shoulder like a caveman.
Hey, that bird!
And all he can do is just be like, hey! Get back here!
Whoa!
Alright, here comes the gameplay.
Finally, the exciting gameplay.
And then it just shows up in the Yakuza font. It just says Jubio.
Jubio, Pod About List affiliate. This guy's offering 0 resistance to the Quiet Man.
God.
You would think that the gang would, like, I don't know, have leadership elections after their, like, presumably 20th straight loss to the Quiet Man, but no. If I was in a gang and we were just getting paced this bad by this fucking dolt, I would be like, can we have a leadership election? Like, please?
Okay, actually,
God.
interesting thing from Kuki's vaccine. They actually got to choreograph these attacks. The dude who choreographs the EX moves Yakuza. Not joking.
Wow.
Wait, really?
What a go up.
Alright,
Yeah.
I gotta fight this bird guy.
And it just says the Terrifier.
the Watch out, he's good at blocking. Ow.
That's the first hit you've ever taken.
I think so. Beating the
The Quiet Man's beating the shit out of Anonymous from Anonymous.
Yeah, this is for Project Chinology.
Hey, man.
I like Yatsuba as much as the next guy, but you leave Scientology alone.
What the fuck?
He's sensitive to light.
Ah, I'm blind now, too.
Oh, sensitive to light? What can the Quiet Man even do? Don't tell me that he's sensitive to smells, too.
He's sensitive to scents.
He's sensitive to yummy foods.
You know that the Quiet Man gets headaches from... gets migraines from scents.
You know the Quiet Man has diabetes. What are you doing?
I'm a picky eater.
I love how he just floated in place for a second while they decided to like loop him into that animation.
Just...
He
Whoa!
vibrated. Hey. You leave the president daughters alone.
Hey.
No, my knife! I love that thing!
He has a cattle prod. What? Gee, Anonymous, why didn't you try that the first time? You fucking dunce.
You just hey no, it's like a Persona boss battle. You had to discover that the Quiet Man is weak to electricity before doing it.
I gotta go back to a David Cage game.
All right. So what have we learned so far? All right, Felix, what have you learned so far about this game?
Okay. The Quiet Man is. You would think that the Quiet Man is the protagonist because this flashback, the fact that he's the player character, and everything else, and the fact that even scenes that don't feature him are sort of done through his eyes and ears or lack thereof somehow. But I would argue that the hero of the game are the three identical Latinos the Quiet Man has beat up hundreds of times.
They're back again.
This is like the sixth time. Fuck off.
Lower the fares. I love the fact.
What the fuck is this Mexican ass shit?
They're in Grand Theft Auto. That's
They
like
have
their
a
gang
car.
car.
They have a car, and their chief criminal activity is jumping the turnstile.
Oh no wait! Oh no wait! There's construction going on nearby.
They're so shitty that they've added the construction guy as like a designated hitter, and he can't even help. He's even worse than they are.
Where's he going?
Foreman Luis.
Foreman Luis, a member.
Oh, wait, best scene of the game coming up. Ready?
Oh, there's gonna be so many characters I gotta fucking make in fucking Komodo Mania now.
Oh.
I knew I shouldn't have volunteered to write the Quiet Man wiki.
You ready?
They're calling it the greatest transition shot in history.
Oh my god.
What the fuck?
Alright,
They're back.
They have one car for each of them. But they still want to jump the turnstile, okay?
Just a clown car of Latino gangsters.
if it was a clown car, there wouldn't be one per car.
It's the opposite of a clown car.
Oh, here's Luis again.
How are they getting here?
At least
They
they're
just-
very clearly near a construction site.
They went from like downtown Brooklyn to like Midtown East to get their ass kicked within 2 minutes.
Okay, okay. The next time they run into the turnstile triplets, I'm going to fucking die.
Oh my god.
It's gonna happen in literally 2 minutes. Like, watch.
I'm gonna come back.
I'm going to put on a timer right now.
Whoa!
Unless you immediately fight them right now.
Whoa.
I'm going to. Whoa.
Make sure you subscribe, by the way.
Exactly.
Man,
Alright, I'm gonna put up a timer.
I'm noticing that the Quiet Man has a lot of weaknesses.
Yeah.
Electricity, light, being hit in the back of the head. It's not a very good hero.
Whoa. Significance.
The last words. You are the Quiet Man.
I'm gonna wait for the turnstile triplets to leave the screen. Then I'm gonna start a stopwatch.
Oh no, there's 4 of them now.
No, that's Luis. He took off his
Yeah.
jacket.
Luis is a different guy. He's just a construction worker who likes them.
Oh.
He is their Jubio to their pot about list tree.
God.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know what's going on. Do you know where my girlfriend is? I left her at the world's biggest army show. Hey man, once you leave the venue, you can't go back in.
Hey, look, I don't see a sticker on your hand. Wait, what? Oh!
Alright, so we met the first guy that knows ASL. Beautiful. Damn, he's cold. Imagine he gets in a car and immediately crashes it.
I'm from the ADL and I need you to stop beating those people up.
They're just trying to get you to register to vote, Quiet Man.
Quiet Man, come on, Kamala needs you.
Quiet Man, do we want to protect black people's crypto or not? Have you even read our policy proposals?
Come on, you have a black friend. Don't you want to be a black business owner?
He signs to him. He's a based black guy. We're voting for Trump. The based black guy's on the phone.
Yeah.
I told you to record the new norm. What do you mean there are no new episodes?
Oh no, not again.
All right, I have the timer. It started once the triplets left.
What?
So we're gonna see how long it takes. It's been about around a minute since they last showed up.
Oh no.
Come on.
Oh seriously. They weren't even hostile.
It took 55 seconds. It took 55 seconds.
Whoa.
They didn't even do turnstile theft. Wait, is there? There's a new one. There's a new one.
There's a new guy. I see him.
How are they recruiting more members after the showing they've had?
God.
You might have seen us getting beaten up by the Quiet Man in every borough of New York. If you'd like to be involved, we're dropping a flyer off, or you could scan the QR code.
It's that one Tumblr post that basically says, guys, the gangs of LA are having a contest to kill 100 people. And they're killing more high-profile people. We need to get this information at the Markiplier.
Do you think it's like a miscommunication thing? Like the Latino gang guys are actually Tumblr posters who read that post, and they think the Quiet Man is a gang member who's gonna kill Markiplier.
Yeah, there was like a convention in town or something.
Yeah, they're all cosplaying Caesar's gang from GTA 4.
They're all Cumtown fans circa 2019 protecting Nick Mullen from Eve Pine. They think the Quiet Man's Eve Picer because of his long hair. I just love how you're running in circles.
I don't know what else.
All of them are dead. Oh man, I love having my TV unplugged in the middle of the alley.
Crime alley.
That's how people know I'm a Latino gangbanger.
How many cars do these Latino gang members have? Their only racket is sitting in a gross apartment building and jumping turnstiles, and they're able to source like 3 new cars every 5 minutes.
I like how they sit in a gross apartment building that also, for some reason, has a retro arcade machine in there that is working.
Yeah.
Which is
yeah, they're the soy faction of MS-13.
Yeah, the government just keeps giving them cars.
Yeah.
So that's where Cars for Kids cars go to.
Yeah.
So you say your occupation is gang member and your income is negative $7,000 a year, but your credit's pretty good. So we're just gonna give you these other cars if you want.
Oh, thank God. Back to the movie.
And coincidentally, they're all low riders in your favorite color.
Oh, don't worry, we have some very Latino cars for you, sir.
We trust these cars just like you.
We got the cheetah print and everything.
Imagine the Quiet Man just like gesture to the cops. Sorry, I'm deaf. I don't know what's going on. I didn't know you were behind me.
This is set in the same universe as like the movie Cobra.
I'm not gonna time these.
Oh, this is so Cobra. You're
yes, God.
It is like such a Cobra view of crime.
God.
Why is Jose the day laborer in here?
He's back. Jesus.
How is Foreman Luis still living? Portman Louise is getting his shit pushed in.
You're not even on the team, dude. You stop hanging out with shitty friends. Louise.
I knew my friends would get me into trouble, but not like this.
How is this still happening? We went to our shitty apartment. The Quiet Man doesn't live here.
You don't live here, man.
This is a game about how gang stalking's real.
Gang stalking, but it's a gang being stalked by the Quiet Man.
He's just following these people around.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna time this because this is the only type of guy you fight.
David Cage.
Will you play on Latino in my game?
Can you make that line reading a bit spicier?
I pledge allegiance to the flag.
Could you play on Latino version of David McKinnison in my game?
Great cut. Well, I'm sorry I beat your mom.
These are deleted scenes from the movie Boyhood.
This is the dumbest cop on the force. He's just talking to the Quiet Man without showing his lips moving.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're deaf?
Officer O'Neill, that's the Quiet Man, you dummy!
Wait, why does his badge just say his first name? It just says Robert.
Hey, Robert.
It's his first day.
You have the first month you're on the force, you have to wear a badge of your first name on it.
So the Quiet Man, like, did a Sam Fisher, like, back to the wall while watching David Cage talk to the head of the Latino gang, but was not reading their lips and certainly did not hear them.
No,
So
how?
this is just like pointless espionage.
How would he know what to look?
Yeah.
All right. I have to keep a Foreman Luis counter from this point.
Oh man, anytime he shows up.
It's not worth it until we see the Green Gang again because they're gonna come back. But Foreman Luis is just infrequent enough that it's worth keeping track of from this point forward.
Oh no. The mouth killer.
Oh no, it's Daniel Larson. He's after Grace Vanderwall. Attention! There's a Quiet Man in the hospital!
Oh, looks like the trolls are here.
It looks like the Quiet Man has stumbled upon like a Redditor's apartment who's trying to make an ARG but failing.
So he came into Mama Max's house. There he is! Stay tuned.
I love you, bird guy.
Bird Guy is the most dynamic character in the Quiet Man, truly.
What is his motivation?
Because he's the only one that dodges you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Birdman's motivation, I don't know, loudness. He's the opposite of the Quiet Man.
He has sensory issues.
Yeah. The hearing man.
Hearing man. Is that a first death? Oh wait,
I'm not dead. I'm just. Do I just have to run around?
I broke off an engagement because she wouldn't let me do a Quiet Man level 1 Quiet Man. challenge run.
Are you okay? Do you have brain damage?
Hey there, sleepyhead. What are you talking about, Donald Trump or Charlottesville? It's 2015 and you're the Quiet Man.
What's this about Mayor Eric Adams? You're Bill de Blasio. And you adopted his son. I love how people got mad at him for having like a son that was That was
met
black
him.
for some reason.
I met Dante de Blasio.
I did too.
Did you really?
Still. Yeah.
When did you meet him?
Years ago, he was on the debate circuit.
Oh. That makes sense. I met him at a super weird event.
Whoa.
I'll tell you about it later.
So you were both nerds.
Nothing.
Yeah,
No,
of
it
course.
was like too weird to just like it. Not like bad, just like too strange, kind of.
We did it.
I know what you mean.
We beat the bird.
Yeah. And I didn't have a long enough interaction to where there's anything salacious I could tell you about him at all. But...
Whoa.
CIA steal money connections.
Yeah, exactly. I was actually in the writers' room for The Quiet Man. Is why I
actually
conflict of interest.
Yeah. Oh God.
Stop! I have to go to the bathroom, but I have to make sure that Foreman Luis is here.
Wait.
I think he's not.
No Foreman Luis yet, but if he comes
Not
up, I'll
yet.
let you
You
know.
wait 30 seconds.
If you wait 30 seconds, Foreman Luis will appear because the siesta's over. Once siesta ends, Foreman Luis is here to play the SmackDown. These guys are giving it to you. They've learned.
They have. Oh.
Wait. Oh no, that guy's got a bandana.
Oh. We thought we had him. What is happening plot-wise? It's like,
You're so silly, quiet man.
what's going on? Oh, back in the Latino realm.
Is this how the other half lives? In houses that just don't have walls?
Yeah. Someone's gotta Photoshop the Quiet Man into that like picture of Hillary in that apartment.
I should become Latino. This game's only inspired me and galvanized me further to become Latino.
Yeah. We did it.
Like, wait, you just gotta kick him in the ribs first.
Is this the I win button?
Oh, apparently not.
Apparently not, no.
Do you guys think it's like too late for me to get involved in a gang like this?
I don't know, maybe.
Way to get involved in a gang as a 27-year-old.
Nah,
I'm looking to join O Block as more of an auxiliary member.
yeah, you're not gonna make good money until like you're 40 though.
now you're just fighting Jay Easy.
Yeah.
I was never book smart. Yeah, I'm money smart.
Oh my god, it looks exactly like him.
Jay Easy is the king of the Latin kings.
God.
If you take out Jay Easy, you can take out Latino crime.
I was never quiet smart. I was sound smart.
Now watch me go beep boop like I'm Mega Man.
Watch me go beep boop like I'm Quiet Man.
Watch me go big dot little dot like I'm the blind man.
God.
I love this. I love that
This
you
is-
beat up Jay Easy for no reason.
This is a triumph.
This is an artistic, like a joy. What's going on?
Come on, Luigi.
Oh,
Luigi,
fuck
Luigi,
off!
Luigi.
We just saw
Who
them.
are those people on the wall?
That's a roadside memorial. That
It's
car,
just
that
like
car
he-
crashed
it's just
right
like-
through.
That's like the fifth member of the gang.
Look what's written on the wall.
What?
Pause it. It's just like just like Spanish gibberish.
Me-
Pasta, madre, mita. Just random Spanish words.
Roberto S. Azar.
Biblioteca.
Me that cringe.
Come on, man. We live here.
Amen.
It literally said "Mi Madre" on the wall.
Hey man, wait till the foreman hears about this.
Oh, you can't do this.
Foreman's not gonna like you spraining my ankle, bro.
Gee, it's only the fucking 7th time that Quiet Man is beating the shit out of these guys. I don't think we're quite ready to know who they are or why they're here.
What are their
I
motivations?
can wait.
Oh, thank God, it's the same 3 cops. They know when to mix it up.
Oh man, you just missed it. The quiet man came in here and sprained my ankle.
Who did this?
Chief, we think that this is the work of a loud man.
Why can't we hear this? He's not here.
You're Mikey Miles. What do you think?
Any perfect angels that were around the crime scene, I want to talk to them.
All right, to anyone that's watching this, you aren't supposed to hear anything. That is the game.
Yeah,
This
this
game
is
is
literally...
insane.
That's an artistic choice that you can't hear anything in the game, by the way. You're discovering the magic of the Quiet Man.
possibly the greatest artistic choice in the history of games.
My God.
I wish they had like I wish that the DLC like they for the flashback origin story they added sound and you just hear him go. Ah!
There is sound on New Game Plus.
There is, but that's not how the director intended us to experience the Quiet Man.
It's like any deaf child like watching his mother get taken away from him, just like. It's just really loud and like visceral and uncomfortable.
What? Oh my God.
I'm just a kid from New York. You stay out of trouble, okay?
Yeah, this is Mikey Miles if he finished his college degree.
Oh man.
He would be an incredibly disconcerting police officer. He would be the head of the Quiet Man Task Force.
Someone pointed out, yeah, that is just the cop from Heavy Rain.
Hey! I'm not
It's
gonna
so-
let you pass me unless you let me unless you look at my sizzle reel. All right?
It's so weird to see a game where it answers the question, what would a more incompetently made David Cage game be like?
God, what was the vision?
I think it's like someone just really loved Heavy Rain and they were like, what if it was completely indecipherable and incomprehensible? What if it just there was no reason for it to exist at all?
God. What if we did like a follow-up stream where we play it again, but we have audio? We could actually untangle the mystery of the Quiet Man.
No, man, I mean, I am the biggest Quiet Man fan in the world.
God.
I would not be opposed.
What if it was actually good? We were just like,
Oh, I would be so mad.
He's in Eric Adams' office right now. It's like I
How am I
fucked it
gonna-
up. I fucked it up. The cops are gonna arrest my mayor best friend now. And he just starts hitting himself, going, "Stupid, stupid, stupid."
is that how a phone sounds when you're deaf?
Yeah.
What?
It's on quiet mode.
Ah, we let the cat near the microphone, sorry.
What if it showed the phone and it just said like random letters and just like he couldn't type either? He's also dyslexic.
He's dyslexic too, yeah.
Your Quiet Man can't use its phone because it has all this Bonzi Buddy shit on it.
Your phone has a virus.
Oh my god. I downloaded recently like one of those apps I kept like ads for where it's like, oh see the local news and what sex offenders are near. I'm like, all right, you know what? Enough ads about this. All right, I'll download the app.
Oh, the acting.
Oh, hold on. No.
Wow, this would be such a powerful scene if we knew what the fuck was going on at all.
Whoa.
That is the most realistic depiction of a panic attack I've ever seen.
He was having a realistic panic attack, yeah.
All right. So I downloaded an app about that kind of crap. And ever since then, it without restriction, it sends me news updates. It's also a news app. And every single app, like a news update it gives me is like, woman burned alive in Pennsylvania. Woman finds kid dead. Woman mistakes two bodies for mannequins. Says she was traumatized for life in West Pennsylvania. And I'm like, wow, it is no wonder everyone is so fucking insane, because at least every single like mom or whatever would download this app, and now they have that like these news things beamed to them.
Well, sir, think about like if those were available in like the 1970s or 80s when like serial killers were more prevalent and just there was a much higher murder rate in every urban center, pretty much. It just like that is the I think you're right. That is like a huge reason people are so insane. Is just like it's so much. You used to have to like kind of seek out things like that, but now it's just like if you just have like a Windows computer, even just like opening like the Windows tab, you'll just get like insane news stories beamed directly to you. It's just like the default. It's just like information spray.
Child found decapitated in Virginia, or Latino gangs run amok in Pennsylvania.
Man,
it's literally just a Markiplier Tumblr post 15 times a day to your thing. It's like there's gangs roving around Los Angeles on a quest to kill 100 people. Markiplier reported safe for now.
Serve has an app that is just all like the Quiet Man origin stories happening in America at any given time.
Do you want me to
Deaf child's mom killed.
Do you want me to grab my phone and read off what my phone is trying to beam to me, because it gets insane.
Wait, no, the twist is happening.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, we gotta watch The Quiet Man.
We'll pause.
God, this is like only God forgives if like you got hit in the head real hard.
Yeah. This is only God forgives, but the entire cast and crew were kids who took giant bites out of the Nerf football.
Oh, so wait, he was the bird guy all along?
Oh, you'll see.
But
You'll see who the bird guy is.
He was.
No. You'll see. You'll see.
All right, we're about to. Yeah, the twist.
Yeah.
I lost all my crypto.
Oh, God damn it! I should have voted for Kamala. She's gonna protect it. You're such a fucking idiot.
Oh, great cut.
All right, Felix, can I read off the...
Yes, go ahead. Now is the time.
All right, so if you download this random app, say you're a mom trying to look out for like your kids, like RSOs, viable, but the app will also like beam news stories to you. And these are the news stories. Mom killed, dismember, and cooked. Toddler thrown in trash after horrific death.
What's the fucking...
Jesus.
20,000 people missing in Baja California, group says.
Wow.
What the fuck?
How Sean Diddy Combs attempted to include Prince William and Harry in his, quote, wild parties.
Well, that one's not so
Well,
bad.
that one's...
Nice.
Yeah.
That's about a beloved musician making friends.
Yeah, we love seeing that
fits
stuff.
in, know.
Mom who hanged her 2 kids in basement of dog leash tried to blame 8-year-olds. 3
You know,
3 killed and 8 injured in gunfire following Mississippi schools football game.
Jesus.
This is
Fucking
what's getting
Christ.
beamed to your parents 24 hours a
Yeah.
day. This is why they're insane.
Fucking Livia Soprano app, just like.
Yeah, no, literally. God, I remember when I was in high school, we had this like the AP history teacher when I was like in my junior year.
Yeah.
Everyone made fun of her because she was like that type of person where she would be like, you know, just you could tell that she was reading stories like this all the time and it fried her brain, and she would just find the most fucking convoluted ways to bring them up in conversation. Like there'd be like a kid that she didn't like that was always like fucking around, and she was like, you know, you joke around too much. The world's too crazy. We just heard about a woman who microwaved her baby.
God.
You know, to like a high school class, and like we all like laughed at her because it's like, what the fuck? Like it's you know, so Livia Soprano to just do that, but that's like everyone now.
God.
That's like everyone over 45 is like that now, just permanently.
I don't mean to alarm you, but there is a red guy now.
That's like, I get like, I'm not kidding, I get 75 notifications from this app a day, and it's all bad. I
God.
normally, without it, would get like 3 per day. And so you got like, Navy declares 2 aviators dead. Yeah, no, that's that.
What were the aviators flying, by the way?
I'll look into that for you.
Yeah, we gotta find out the full story.
Yeah, I would like to know. Inquiring minds.
Oh, there's more Latinos.
But they're the same one.
Just like.
Same one.
There's just the same fucking people over and over. You're just like, what? All right, hang on, Felix. What fantasy do you think the Quiet Man is tapping into? Just having like us fight Latinos in alleys.
Well, I talked about the archetype that I thought this game was for. The the guy who's like been protecting a girl like it's his younger sister.
Yeah.
You know, really, he's just annoying the shit out of her for the entire duration of their friendship. But I think that this taps into like, you don't see it as blatantly anymore because this type of person is just they don't see any use in sort of like dog whistle or like subtler forms of racism now. They're just openly racist.
Yeah.
More someone from like 2012 who's like would post fake stories on Reddit about them beating up a group of gangbangers that was disrespecting a girl.
Oh man, yeah. Just being like, I was just relaxing, and then these Black Panthers came up to me, and it's like,
Yeah. And I actually, my mentor is a black guy. I actually love black guys. I got to fight by a black guy, and he actually saw me beat these guys up and said, "You're actually helping the black community by doing this." What I really hate is hip hop guys, and that's what he told me was the difference. But now that type of guy is just like an unreconstructed racist.
yeah, no, just like
Used for those stories.
just the fantasy of like going into the Walmart parking lot and doing like Batman combat to like 10 people.
Yeah, up until like a pretty embarrassing age, I had very vivid fantasies about like stopping a mass shooter.
Oh,
or, like,
God.
a terrorist attack.
Yes.
But I don't think they were like necessarily like political. I think it was just like I was like a loser and I got really into like combat sports, and I was like, how could I use this to like have sex but in a noble way? I know, if a girl saw me stop a mass shooter. Like that's what my imagination
It's
is.
like, yeah, it's like you shoot a mass shooter before he can kill anyone. Like the American fantasy of like you kill someone but it's okay.
I think I was like an overly like dramatic like a child, because part of the fantasy was like I would be slightly wounded
Yes.
in apprehending.
Like,
yeah, after I come to the surgeons are like, sir, the hottest woman you know is here to see
Yeah,
you.
you get wounded.
Leave so she can have sex with you.
You get like wounded, but in like a cool place, like you lose an eye or something, and you have to wear like an eye patch.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, I have naked snakes like exact scars.
God.
So fucking. I thought about stuff like that until. Yeah, I would say like 22, which is way too old to be thinking about that.
You have like a cross-shaped like scar in your cheek, like you're a fucking anime character.
Yes, yeah.
God, you're like, you're sitting in like your
Non-vital.
you're sitting in like your car, like outside of Subway, listening to the Blade Runner soundtrack.
I would be like walking home from like classes when I was in college, when it was like, you know, like -20 in Minnesota and just like snow up to your waist, and just like trudging through listening to my iPod.
Yeah.
Or I guess iPhone at that time, but and just like
Imagining yourself.
like I'm like basically doing choreography mentally to my heroic
Yes.
disarming of a mass shooter.
Like making a music video in your mind.
Yes. I think like the reason they got so vivid, like way too late into adulthood, was that like I got into like amazing shape at this point in my life, like for the first time ever, and I was training all the time, and I was like, I would say like pretty decent for the level I was at. I was never like, all that stuff is just so deep, and every time I've like trained with someone who's like actually good, I've like obviously gotten destroyed. But just like for like an intermediate guy who like goes 4 times a week, I was good. And I think, I don't know, I should only speak for myself, but at that point, you just have no concept of like doing something for its own sake, and like finding the coolness, and just like getting good at something over time, and like seeing the improvements and challenging yourself. There has to be some like fucking idiotic like validating event like that.
God. Did you ever have like the fantasy in high school where you'd like listen to music and imagine like performing it in front of people?
No.
I did when I was very young. Oh man, I think I've told this one, not on this stream, but when I was in middle school and I heard War Pigs for the first time.
Luis! Yes, Luis.
Oh, he's there!
Yeah, keep going, Felix.
When I heard War Pigs for the first time during the Iraq War buildup, I imagined performing it like outside the White House. The best part was that I would be waking George Bush up with it.
God,
I ruined his day. Man, this song's about you, asshole.
God, just like imagining going to the White House and like singing Bob Marley or something with like a huge crowd of people.
Okay. Independent from what Felix said, just going to the White House to play Bob Marley in front of a large crowd of people. No politics. You're just there and you're hanging out.
I think if George Bush heard this, I think he'd stop the war for just one day.
No, it's better with no statement. You're just thinking that that's like, oh man, if I'm a famous singer-songwriter, that's the gig I'll play.
Yeah, just being like.
Rocky, did you have the thing that I had when I was like a sort of annoying, precocious middle schooler?
Yeah.
Where you have like, you sort of have like the mainstream liberal view of media now, where you think like something like a sort of like left of center piece of satire is just so innately powerful that like if George Bush saw it, he would just be like speechless.
Yes, I had that. I saw the second Harold and Kumar movie.
Yeah.
It was like it ends with like George Bush smoking weed, and I was like, oh dude, if we just brought some like weed to the White House, I bet that would like he'd be like, yeah, he wouldn't want to do like Iraq anymore if he just smoked weed.
Exactly. Like I literally thought that like if you made like a Republican watch a good episode of Real Time with Bill Maher, like they just would, there'd be no way they could keep being a Republican.
Yeah, God,
And it's a matter of time, you know.
If you
conversation to Club Random.
No, if we just got like George Bush to watch this South Park clip, then like he'd probably have a lot to think about. I just gotta go to the bathroom, sir. You go ahead.
Okay, what's your favorite Club Random episode? Mine's the Richard Dreyfuss episode where he's falling out of a chair.
Great one. That is a great one. Richard Dreyfuss one is great because Richard Dreyfuss is just saying some of the most alarming shit that I've ever heard anyone say on a show. Like, truly, stuff that he should be investigated for, probably.
I think
if we're being honest,
he's like really being like weirdly sexual there.
Sexual and like incestuous. Very fucking weird.
I didn't hear the incestuous stuff. I just skipped through it because I can't sit through a whole episode of Club Random.
Oh,
Club Random
you and
where he's,
I.
like, hanging out with kids.
I haven't watched. I've only seen clips of that one.
So yeah, Viagra.
That's the clip I saw. Have you seen the entire Bella Thorne one? That's probably my
No.
favorite single episode. That's a very good episode.
Bill Maher, like when I saw that Bill Maher of clips of the ones Bill Maher hanging out with kids, I was just like, dude, this guy needs to be in jail. Like I hate him.
Who needs to be in jail?
Bill Maher.
Yes, I didn't hear any of that conversation, but yes. Also,
I think you'll find that the episode with Bella Thorne is much more alarming than the one with kids.
God.
It's like a much eviler episode, actually.
I hope he does Club Random forever.
can I just draw you guys? Can I draw your attention to the skybox outside of this building?
I think that's a pool to me.
No, just look at the background.
What the fuck is that? That's like a 144p still image.
Oh my god, look at that.
Is that
That
supposed
is
to be cool?
horrific.
That's insane.
That's so fucking bad.
This is a game that would absolutely have used AI art, by the way.
Oh,
Yes.
Remember when we played High on Life and it had the AI art?
The AI posters, yes, my god. Oh. Felix, did you ever have, this is another like dumb adolescent fantasy of like imagining doing like stand-up comedy in front of the school and just like absolutely just crushing it in front of everyone?
Dude, this is, oh my god, I really say my most embarrassing stuff on this stream.
Yeah, go ahead.
But I have a really bad one for you.
Oh, please.
I was a big Opie and Anthony fan.
Yeah.
And I would when I would listen to the episodes of Tons of Comedians when I was like 17 or 18, I would like mentally put myself there to like think of riffs I could do.
Oh god, yes.
Like come out on top during those like riff sessions. And I was like, this is just like training. And my fantasy, this sucks so much dick. I can like barely say this. I hate it. My fantasy was, and this was a recurring theme in a lot of my fantasies, that like I would be so funny and like edgy, but I would still be liberal, that like I would sort of show them the way.
Yes, that's
Like,
it.
I would make like Rich Voss liberal. That's how funny and cool I was. Like he would be like, well, I thought liberals were like annoying, but you're like the best at riffing here. So tell me about tax. Jesus fucking Christ. I wish I could go back and like kill myself. Oh my god. Oh god.
Oh Jesus.
This sucks. That's so fucking lame.
That's so good. Man.
The thing is that- I don't know who that is.
Wait, no, that's the Latino guy.
We've been killing them the entire game.
Wait, no, that's the Latino that started it all. He's like the head Latino.
But anyway, going off of your hypothetical, Rocky.
Yeah.
Your hypothetical actually happened to me once.
Oh.
It works like that scene in the Joker where he's actually like killing it.
Yeah.
But like the worst part about it is like I did that, killed it, and then did nothing with that momentum ever again in college.
Oh.
And then it just for nothing. I just
That's
right
awesome.
back into the background.
Yes.
Well, that is like
Back to being shy.
That is like sort of, that's why you have all those stupid fantasies when you're that age, because you're so like if you're like an introspective and sort of precocious child or young adult, all your fantasies are basically, they hinge on your extreme passivity. Like all your fantasies are basically the world, whether it is you beating up a mass shooter or like, you know, surprising the Opie and Anthony guys with your liberal politics. That the world is coming to you, and then in that case, the onus isn't on you to like approach people or like go through the embarrassing and difficult work of like forging relationships and shit. And so like even when you do actually like achieve something or like do something well at that age, there usually isn't any like follow up because of that extreme passivity.
You don't. And then and then like the rest of your life is basically as if it never happened at all.
Yeah, and you either like grow up and realize like, okay, I have to like kind of like try and fail in front of the world, or just like
you decide,
you know, imagine like, oh, what if there was a comedy scout in the crowd this one fucking time?
Yeah, someone will realize how talented I am.
Yeah,
and then go out on top, and then nothing ever happens again.
Yeah, that's like, yeah, a lot of like children's media is just like, you were always special and now everyone knows, and it's like,
yep, you're getting your flowers.
Yeah,
everyone's here.
You now know every martial art and have every single gun, and it's like, that's kind of like the fantasy when you're young.
No, the reality is you were successful once, and then
that's all you need.
You're supposed to do something else after that, and you don't.
Yeah, you don't. The movie ends.
You have nothing. You have so much else going on that, like, no, it's good anyway.
it is why the concept of like a smart child is so just like meaningless, and all that gifted kid shit is like ultimately meaningless outside of stuff like, I guess, if they're like really good at the scary kinds of math, because like even if a kid like, you know, is in all like AP classes and like is reading like Master of the Senate and shit, your view of the world until you're like sometimes like well into adulthood is so fundamentally blinkered and hinges on someone just like doing all the hard work of social relations for you.
Yes.
That it like you're practically a 6-year-old, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. You basically just go through your life thinking you're Mikey Miles. Like, you act like Mikey Miles. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
My moment's about to come.
I think that's like why Mikey Miles is so big, is because it's such a like, he's obviously like disgusting and horrible, and they should bomb that apartment. The government should condemn that apartment. But like the general delusion is so relatable for whether you did it when you were like 13, or, you know, a lot of people way too far into adulthood.
God, one of my favorite like anecdotes about that is Elliot Rodger buying lottery tickets because he knew he would win.
Yes, he is. That's it sucks that he fucking killed all those people.
Yeah.
Because he would just be
like, out of the way.
Your
discretion for the riff advised. Killing people sucks.
But like, when you read his like stupid manifesto, and just like all his shit, him as a person is so funny, and it's such a perfectly like crystallized character study in that kind of like stupid fucking delusion.
Yeah.
Him bodybuilding forum about penis size, and they're like debating it, and they're like yeah, so and so is like a really small size, and he comments on it, and he's like, this is alarming.
God.
It's like, all right.
God, the another good anecdote is that he would go and stand in public places where girls were, and he'd just wait for them to talk to him. Like,
yeah, he was. Yeah, that is the maximal form of that type of thinking.
God. Like, everything will come to me. Like, you just...
The funny thing is about him is that he was not a 4chan guy. Oh.
No, he was a bodybuilding guy.
Weird bodybuilding forum guy.
Wasn't he a 9gag poster?
I don't think he was. No.
People mistake Elliot Rodger for being a 4chan guy the same way people mistake Felix for being a something awful guy.
Well, it's another anecdote about Elliot is the day he did his mass shooting, he was posted on the cringe subreddit because
Very funny.
Yes.
They could have done something.
The day that he did his mass shooting, that morning he had been posted on the cringe subreddit, his manifesto.
You know that you guys have like read From Hell, right?
The Alan Moore one?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
No.
Dude,
Okay. Well,
Anecdote for the class though.
yeah.
There's like something in it where Jack the Ripper. I won't. You could read it for yourselves. But he basically, I'm probably misremembering this, but he like basically characterizes his crimes as like ushering in like the 20th century, even though it hasn't come yet. And I think in the same way, Elliot Rodger, he did that for the 21st century, even though it had already arrived. Like it's his whole thing is just like the perfect encapsulation of like young male like social dysfunction
Yeah.
and delusion, but kind of like everyone in a way. Most of
Yeah.
it is uniquely male, but it is sort of like everyone is kind of that delusional in a way where now everyone does expect the world to come to them, and if it doesn't, it is an indicator of a broader conspiracy.
People have to pay because things. Yeah, people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Someone's got to acknowledge this. It's just like. Oh man, yeah, it is kind of just like things didn't quite automatically happen, and now other people have to die for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Man.
He's incredible. He is like a character.
You know the thing I always remember from the manifesto
Yeah.
is when he's on the plane ride like back home to America after he's like decided he's gonna do it, and he writes, "In first class, I enjoyed champagne while watching Happy Feet. I've always enjoyed the finer things in life."
God.
It's like, he's such a fucking idiot.
God,
Oh, very fancy, Elliot.
Oh, Felix, I don't know if you realize this. Elliot's favorite movie of all time was Revenge of the Sith. And
Yeah.
if you watch that manifesto, that car video, he's doing an impression of Anakin Skywalker.
Oh my god.
Yes.
He looks like him.
Oh my god. He's like oh my god.
I'm gonna look at his bodybuilding.
He literally is doing an impression of Anakin Skywalker from Star Wars because he loved that movie so much, and he just thought like, wow, that is me.
Eric, do you want? I have a very good Elliot Rodger post. Would you like some Serb voice acting narration? over
Just
this?
go ahead and read the post.
yeah.
Read it in a normal voice.
Okay. No! If we can't solve our problems, we must destroy our problems! Running away from your problems is the most pathetic thing to do! Don't run away from your problems, charge right at them and shatter them! If all incels were to start getting sedated by lucid dreaming, incels will become docile, and there will be no revolution! This is a very dark future, and it's depressing to think about it. One day, incels will realize their true strength in numbers, and we will overthrow the oppressive feminist system.
God.
Start envisioning a world where women fear you.
Something I've been thinking about lately is how like the term incel doesn't make sense unless it's a self-applied label. Like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really is.
I saw somebody call the rapper or the singer The Weeknd an incel.
No, his
Like,
problem is that
I hate journalists, man.
his problem is that he gets too much pussy.
I hate journalists so much.
I love the Weeknd's stupid fucking show he made.
It's awesome.
The Idol.
The one episode of The Idol I saw, he was just like hanging out and he was having a group orgy, and he had this like they very clearly like casted this character to be like a Jewish record executive. So like they're doing like a recording session, and like while everyone's having an orgy, and then you have this like Jewish record executives going, "This is great music. I've been in here for a long time. I love this." Like, The Weeknd is like making out with a girl. He's like, "You're a great star, both of you." And he looks like Larry David, and I'm just like,
God.
"Oh man, this is the greatest show ever made."
You know
Oh.
what my adult fantasy is now that I don't fantasize about like childish things like stopping mass shootings?
Yeah.
It's to play an evil Jewish lawyer in a rap video.
You can't say this. They're gonna put you away.
Yeah. You just take the deal and stop rapping, young boy.
Thing
You
is,
can make a deal, right?
my fantasy's about becoming Michael Rappaport.
We can get you out of prison, but you can't ever pick up a microphone again.
Listen, I could get you out of here, but you have to stop helping the community, you see?
When I turn 30, like everyone like fears turning 30. When I turn 30, I got about 3 more years to go. I want to become like our area of like Twitter. I want to be our version of Michael Rappaport.
God.
I want to be him. Because you could ride that out forever.
Man.
You can't ride out a lot of things for like ever or whatever, but you could be Michael Rappaport for the rest of your life.
Pissbot, you know the game doesn't have audio, right? That's a choice, right? People are coming in and they're, oh my god, they think the game has no audio.
You know, if you play the New Game Plus that does have like audio and subtitles, you would know that in that version of the game, the line being said is narration, and it's like, sorry, Latinos, but this is real life. The quiet man gets the girl.
Just to go back to Elliot Rodgers, I think that there is like a mindset that you can get into where it's like, if a girl just understood how depressed I was,
Oh my god, yes.
she would fall in love with me.
When I was like 15 and like my parents separated, there was like a embarrassingly large part of me that was like, oh my god, I can tell a girl that I like about this now.
Yeah.
Like there's finally a reason for me to be depressive and annoying.
Finally.
Yeah.
How are the levels, chat? Tell me now. Is Pissbot being weird?
No, I think mic audio levels are fucked. I think they're fine.
Yeah, they're
as long
alright.
as they can hear us. As long as they can hear us, that's all we need. We're not a podcast.
Yeah, this is not professional.
If you were listening to this, if you had to listen to this in your car, yeah, no, we would have to like endeavor
Look,
to like.
we want to give you the experience of being the quiet man, okay?
I mean, ideally you should be watching this in your Tesla's like heads-up display.
While you your car runs over a child on the crosswalk.
If you don't have like a 9-hour MP3 rip of all the audio in a Quiet Man playthrough, you're not a real fan.
What I love about Teslas is what I discovered the fact that when they catch on fire, they don't explode once, but they explode twice.
Double tap. You gotta make sure there are no survivors.
I love how stupid Tesla cars are. Have any of you ever like known a mechanic that had to work on them before, or like?
No, but I have like seen things written about it.
Apparently, an old mechanic friend of mine, when they would send in replacement parts for Tesla, they would constantly you had to order them, and they had to come in their own box. You had to leave out a box for the Tesla people to put the new car stuff in. So it's already like stupid and pedantic as shit. And whenever they would leave the replacement parts for the car you're working on, they would leave the wrong ones constantly. I also met someone that worked for Elon and that he hated the color yellow.
Serb, check the audio, see if it's okay.
Alright, I'll try.
Have a look. Wait, oh yeah, this cop is back. Wait, okay, so I've lost the plot. I don't know what's going on.
I think you're fine.
Yeah, no, it's probably just one guy.
Yeah, you're fine.
The audio, yeah, I know, of course the audio is fine. It's one guy going like,
You got one guy.
is that the cop from Heavy Rain? We keep saying this. We don't know.
No, that's Mikey Miles.
No, that is Mikey Miles.
He tears off his like police jacket and shows his bat like a Yakuza cutscene, and it's like it shows his tattoo, but it's just the angel wings.
God. Wait, is that? Are they the same cop? Is that the boy who? Wait.
It was bad a minute ago. I doubt it.
I don't think so.
This intimated zero information. Quiet boy.
He didn't.
He did not help him.
He's not
even looking at him.
How is he gonna hear him? He's not looking at him.
Did he just write the quiet man a note?
Why are you rubbing this child you don't know's shoulders?
Yeah, you just said nothing to the quiet boy. Like he picked up zero words from you, and now you're just rubbing him.
Even if you're like, even if like a child is grieving, you're not supposed to touch him.
Do you think this was maybe like originally meant to be like a low budget film?
My mom was telling me
Yeah.
an anecdotal story. Like, she's a janitor, and like, you aren't supposed to talk to the kids. Period. Like, so small child walked up to my mom. She was wearing a Mets jersey, and she's like, "Mets suck." And she's like, "Well, I heard that my whole life." So my mom, like, the entire thing is like, "Oh no, wait, I talked to a child. I'm not supposed to talk to a child.
God.
You are not supposed to talk to children if you work with children."
Yep.
All right, so what's going on with the quiet boy?
We don't know. I wish we did, but we don't.
Why is he talking to Mikey Miles? All right, no wait, you're cyber now. You're cyber again.
Do you think Officer Mikey Miles is working in concert with Foreman Luis?
I think they're working together. That's the secret. Just like they're wondering, just that, like he's trying to figure out like why these Latino clones keep popping up around town.
I literally think that every character who isn't the quiet man or the singer is secretly working with Latinos. I'm not even kidding. It's that type of game.
I'm fascinated by this. Do you think that they like just had a low budget movie that no one would pick up, and they were like, okay, well, fuck it. What do we do? What do we do with this?
I will just tell you this.
Yeah.
I have heard some shockingly like fucking half-baked ideas that get real money behind them. And ideas for games and other shit. I've heard ideas for games that are supposed to be like they're literally before the first thing is even made, they're saying this is going to be a new franchise and we're going to ship in a year. We still don't know what type of game it is, but we have like the story and the lore.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I think happened here. Like, there are so many people now who like somehow have gotten to work at the periphery of the games industry, and they did it. Their goal was like, I want to be an ideas guy like Hideo Kojima.
Yeah.
And someone let them.
It
fucked up thing.
It is like something that happens. The idea guy got into the room.
Yeah, no, like everyone makes fun of that. Like, oh yeah, haha, you just want to be an ideas guy and you don't know how to do anything. That's so many people who actually work in games now.
God.
Unfortunately.
I remember I did like an internship like when I was in high school. It was like a little thing where I would go to like a game studio and like spend a day there to see how they did it. And at the end, my mom was like, "You should write a resume." And I was like, "Yeah, I can't model and I can't like script or program, but I have really good ideas."
Yeah.
It was just like, yeah, no.
Quiet man?
Yeah, my idea, yeah, it's the Quiet Man. They stole this from me.
The Quiet Man, yeah, this is, I mean, I would presume a game studio made up of mostly ideas guys.
No, this was made by the guys that made the original Prey from 2006.
Wait, what the fuck?
Yeah, yes.
How?
Yes.
How the fuck did that happen?
I don't know.
All right, so this game's 3 hours, right?
I don't think so. I think it's like almost over.
Oh, well, the online's lying to me. I guess you're just really good at the game.
I'm really good at the Quiet Man.
You're the best there's ever been.
God.
All right, I'm gonna use a restroom real quick.
God. Oh no, we're not using the Latinos anymore.
Wait,
Yeah.
seriously?
Yeah, we're new NPCs.
This is a first. All right, I'm gonna use the bathroom now.
Go.
Official. This is an announcement.
There better not be some Latinos when I get back. I'm gonna be very mad.
What if we go into like the last boss section and there's just more Latinos?
Yeah. I mean, I think that's a distinct possibility.
The possibility of Latinos. Schrodinger's Latino. But just like, you have to wonder, did they expect this to be a hit? Or did they, like, what was their thinking? Because Square Enix, like, published this.
That's a very good question. I can't speak to the intentions of, like, the developers. I definitely think Square Enix, as a publisher, thought this was, like, if it wasn't gonna be a hit, it was gonna be like a deeply respected game that
Yeah.
was a little bit above even and like got a lot of critical reception. It could maybe be turned into like an industry cult classic,
God.
which is amazing when you look at what the game actually is.
It's like, you really do, I don't know. It's like you said, I don't think you can really come back from like a baffling
The
thing.
Quiet Man was actually a personal
Yeah.
vanity project made
Like,
from a
like,
Japanese
tons of
producer
people
who
have
mostly
worked on
had
so
credits
many
doing
bad games and,
localizations.
like, going on to do really like cool shit. Yeah, like a bad game can have like a lot of cool ideas and cool levels and shit. But like a game like this where you don't know what the fuck they were going for at all, I don't think like how can you learn anything by making this, you know?
You just,
What
yeah.
did you learn from doing this?
You're not even sure what the intention is.
Yeah.
Felix, I have a Wojak idea for the chat, just like last time we were together. It is a quiet man Wojak, and he's wearing a shirt that says, "I pause beating up Latinos." Or alternatively, a four-man Luis Chudjak wearing a shirt that says, "I paused attacking the quiet man."
Like a soy-facing, like, Latino, like, guy, like, with the green bandanas.
Chudjak, Four-Man Luis, and there's a graph that says hearing going down, and turnstile jumping going up, and he says, as you see, billions of deaf men must die.
No, wait. The Green Gang Latino Chudjak wearing a shirt that says, "I stopped hopping turnstiles to be here."
Ask me about my third car.
God.
That's me about my third car. So there you go. Anyone that's artistically inclined, tag any of the three of us. Get on it, please.
Make it real.
We love the work that you did with Nishiki Chudjak. We know you can repeat that success.
Is the black guy evil, says the chat. I don't know.
He's too quiet.
I don't know what anyone's motivation is.
He moves in silence.
That's the thing, even if you had like a map of character relationships, you still would have no idea why any of this is happening.
No. You don't even know these characters' names.
That is,
That's the
you know
worst
the
life
marker.
ever.
The marker of a truly great work of art is when you have no idea what the fuck is going on, but you don't care. Like you're totally confused, but you're like, I don't really care if I do know. It's not good enough.
Oh my god.
Give a shit.
I'm kind of glad this exists.
Oh, I am too. When I found out about this, I was delighted.
Like, someone had to make the Quiet Man so other people could know not to make the Quiet Man.
I'm glad you jumped at this because I had to twist your arm a little bit. Forever.
I keep thinking about like Gus Van Sant when they asked him why he remade Psycho. He basically replied with like, "So nobody else could," and I think that's why The Quiet Man exists.
Yeah. Like, if The Quiet Man wasn't made, I kind of see your vision here. Like, there is a worse, like, more AAA version of this game.
Oh.
That gets, like, moderately good reviews.
Yeah, it gets like a 63 on Metacritic.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that's a worse world.
Yeah, God.
Oh, absolutely.
We have to fight these Yakuza NPCs now.
I left my car keys in here.
Yeah, man.
I left my debit card here last night. Why are you mad at me? This game would be so much better if you actually had real heat moves, to be honest.
God. There's a lot of things that would make this game better, sir.
Okay, let's all pitch an idea. Felix, you go first. I said Yakuza heat moves.
Yeah, quiet mode. You have like a devil trigger.
Okay. Branching Quiet Man skill trees.
You do
with different quiet abilities.
You do.
But they're not, crucially, there's no description of any of them, and they just have like a like outlined symbol, and you have to guess what the fuck they are.
You have to guess what your skill points go towards.
Yeah, just like what deaf people do.
I think Rocky would be a great consultant because Rocky, based on previous work, you'd be a different kind of deaf person.
God.
Different. You could skill into the kind of deaf person that hates when other deaf people hear their deafness.
Yes, you have like a.
Felix, do you know about this?
Oh yeah, no. I love the people who like get furious at people for giving their kids like cochlear implants.
God.
It's like, no! You're supposed to be you're supposed to be a victim.
God.
They had a whole House MD episode about this.
I heard an NPR report on it. Like probably like 14 years ago.
Did I die again?
It's okay. You're at the end of the game.
We're at the end of the game. I think this is the last boss fight, the last piece of the Quiet Man. Who is this woman?
I hate this, like...
I don't understand.
I hate this fucking age play bullshit. Like, you wake up and you're actually, like, that whole scene is you in a maid cafe in Akihabara. You're just, like, doing ABDL stuff.
Yeah.
And she's one of the employees there.
God.
Are these bar employees? You're beating up John Taffer's experts.
God.
Everyone's mad at you for overpouring. You're stealing! You're stealing from this establishment when you're overpouring!
God, there's too many.
You keep on coming through doors.
Yeah, this game kind of sandbags you. You're so used to beating up like three gang members and Foreman Luis. Then they make you fight like 10 guys.
You face off against John Taffer's entire experts. I think you're beating up the mixology guy that wears the cool black cap.
Kind of all of these guys look like mixology experts.
We brought in a mixology expert to teach the Quiet Man how to keep quiet.
Yeah, John Taffer going into your freezer and finding the Quiet Man.
Oh.
Did you know he was here?
He was here the whole time.
You did.
That's it. I'm going in there. The final boss battle, like the penultimate Yakuza boss, where they have like a guy with like maybe two health bars. They play a cutscene before he comes in. It's just John Taffer in here. He's rolling his knuckles. That's it. I'm going in there.
What would John Taffer's back tattoo be when he rips his suit off?
God.
Someone overpouring. The molecular compound of mold. I love Bar Rescue because like a lot of it's Smash TV where it's like, oh, this is played up for whatever, but then you get the Forbidden episode
Ah!
where like they have to take it off the air because the owner of the restaurant he's saving kills a guy.
Yeah. That I have the same relationship with Kitchen Nightmares. I prefer the British version because it's less like reality TV and salacious. But there are a few episodes of Kitchen Nightmares, the American version, where like the owner is just like
Are you talking
no
about
no reality TV producer is smart enough to make up a guy that's stupid and funny. My favorite episode is like this shitty bar in Long Island that Ramsey goes to, and he does the whole thing of like yelling at the owner, and he cannot have been there for more than 2 hours, and the owner like takes so poorly to Ramsey that he goes, I wish I never met you. Like they've known each other for years, and it's just been this just like half of an afternoon.
You don't worry about this. Me and Felix, I think we have
Yeah.
a oil vein here.
Go for it. Keep talking.
The Amy's Baking Company episode of Kitchen Nightmares.
Of course.
Yes.
The first hot mic thing is just them like just yelling at their customers and threatening to beat them up because their food didn't come and they complained. And they do an undercover thing with ex-employees, and it turns out every single server that has ever worked there has been at war with the ownership over tips. And right in front of Gordon, like he watches the owner pocket a tip meant for the
God.
and then
That's awesome.
he gets up and he's just like to the customers like, excuse me, how would you all feel if your tips went to the owner instead of the server? And all the customers were like, I don't like that at all. That's kind of scummy. He's like, well, guess what just happened? And they all leave.
Whoa.
And the owner is like this like weird. I think he's Israeli. I don't know.
He is, yeah.
I never figured.
He was, yes.
So he's
That
just
explains so much.
Don't be.
so he gets so like mad at
No.
Gordon. He's like, you just destroyed me. You just destroyed me.
God.
And he's just
It's like legendary TV right there.
what else does he do? He yells at a child on camera. And then the lady, his beautiful American wife, yells at the girl server and says, you know what? You get to go home because you sassed me. And the girl is very clearly like 12.
Oh.
And she's just like, okay, you know what? I'm perfect. I'm the greatest cook in the universe. I'm the greatest.
Why did I just die? Yeah, no, keep going.
And so, yeah, that they do like, oh God, what do you remember anything from that episode?
Hang on. One sec, yeah. Keep going.
I haven't seen it in a while. I know the postscript that like they kept like fighting people on Yelp long after the episode had aired.
The reason why the episode aired to begin with is because like they showed their baked goods to Gordon. It's like, yeah, we're actually great, but the trolls on the internet are always trolling us. Like the entire reason that episode happened is because of the trolls.
Oh.
I remember this one Kitchen Nightmares episode that they were doing. It was like this Italian pizzeria. It was like a multi-generational thing. And they were all fighting. It's like, what's going to happen to the restaurant? We're going to lose it. We're going to lose the restaurant. And the way they managed to get everybody all hands on deck, like, stop, like, fucking around, is they had a Skype call with their retired mother that left the restaurant to them. The mother and father's like, we love you all. We love you all, our children. Like, arrived from Sicily. And everybody there was just like, we gotta stick together. Just by like watching their mom and dad say stop fighting on like an iPad call that Gordon Ramsay set up.
God.
Yeah, that is the difference between the UK one and the American one. Is that the American one is like there's always like at the middle portion like some moment of like chintzy emotionality. Like obviously the owner or like the heads they have some like life narrative thread that Gordon is gonna help wrap up. Whereas the British version is just like, that psychotic thing where British people say like very fucked up things to each other, but keep a smiling face on the whole time. Just very subdued rage, no real outbursts. And like the British one, they'll check back in months later, and almost invariably the shitty restaurant is reverted to whatever shitty things they were doing.
God.
But the American one has to like make it ambiguous. There has to be like kind of a hope for a happy ending.
I love do you remember like the bar rescue episodes where like they had the grog, like the fucking pirate restaurant where they served like this horrible fucking drink. It's like, yeah, this is grog. It's the most undrinkable thing.
Yeah.
And at the very end, like they do have their episode, and they start like immediately after they start filming YouTube videos where they're lighting printed out photos of Gordon Ramsay on fire.
God.
And they're like doing archery practice on like the portrait of him. And Gordon has no John Taffer. Like they did like a diss track. Like no. They did an entire diss track song, like a pirate song about how they hate John Taffer for ruining their restaurant. That was serving the grog that would hurt people. I love. Oh my god, what else was in Bar Rescue? I remember
what was that episode where like the owner like screamed at Taffer's wife, and Taffer has to go in like thermonuclear?
I don't remember, but I remember in one episode, there was like the whole premise was that the bar was supposedly haunted, and it was affecting everybody's job because they were too scared. So John had to bring in an exorcist, so people were comfortable working there.
I love the conceit that John Taffer just like out of all the experts he has on staff, one of them is a fucking exorcist.
He knows everybody. Vegas knows everything.
Yeah.
I love that one episode of Bar Rescue where a guy like they do like this insane. It's like a Chicago bar, like a Chicago sports bar. They do like an excellent renovation with the baseball theme, and then the owner shows up drunk to like the grand reopening.
Oh, I've seen that one. That
Everybody
was awesome.
quits.
That one is
He's just
amazing.
alone in his bar. He's like, "Well, I love this place. I think it's great. I don't know what's going on.
cares about this place like I do.
Nobody cares about this place like me. I'm the only guy that loves bars in the universe." I love it. What's another good one with John Taffer? I saw this one great reversal where like John discovers that like a woman is stealing from him, and like so the owner is just like, so he's just like, so you've been stealing, so you've been like, it's like one of those like bartender stealing things where like you
take from like the tip
tip
pool?
jar, the tip pool.
Oh.
So don't worry, Rocky.
No. Keep talking. This is good. I'm playing this.
So like they do the tip pool thing where it's like, oh yeah, do a tip pool and I'll give you whatever. And so like the owner's just like, oh, so you stole from me. And so John presses her further, and then she reveals that she hadn't been paid in 3 months by the bar owner.
Oh my, yes.
It completely reverses. Like the tone is like, oh, okay, so we found like the problem at the bar, the bartender stealing. Ah, typical. I've seen this episode of Bar Rescue before. And then he presses further, and he's like, yeah, so the bartender hasn't paid me in 3 months, and I have a kid.
God.
Jesus fucking Christ.
That was one of my favorite fucking reversals. What's your favorite Bar Rescue trope of like stuff that if you're watching Bar Rescue on say Pluto TV, which is like the greatest, it comes on every TV for free. Greatest thing ever. They have a Bar Rescue channel. What's your favorite trope, Felix? Like when you watch it and like there's like a common variable that like if you watch a Bar Rescue episode, it's like, yep, here he is.
That's a very good question.
I won't let you pick one. Just like name ones that come to your head.
Well, obviously, like, whenever he finds, not specifically, or not generally just going into the kitchen, but specifically when he finds, like, a dead bird, like, in the middle of the floor there. Wait
a minute. I've never seen that. So that's
Dead bird episode.
Yeah. He's found dead birds, dead rats. I think he found a dead lizard once, not like a big one.
Why is the first thing that comes The fact that it's like, oh yeah, I found a dead bird. The fact that that comes before rat means that this has happened multiple times to a degree where like rat isn't the first thing you think of.
Well, like rat is obviously rat has happened more times, but a dead bird is more memorable because it's like, how the fuck did that happen? Like, how in the world did that fucking happen?
It's happening. I love it. All right. Here's my counter one. Before you name your next one, I like the cocky bartender that does not know anything about.
Oh yeah, yes, that is a terrific choice.
There was this one episode where like the bartender was so surly, so they bring in he was just like really sexist too. So they bring in a female mixologist just to be better than him.
God.
And he's just like, oh.
Okay, in that vein, I like the trope of staff.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Staff member who, and this kind of dovetails with our earlier conversation during the big Latino reveal of this game. A staff member who like maybe they were a college athlete or they like had a bit part on a TV show, just otherwise some like brief brush with like true success where they would not have had to like been stuck managing some shitty bar that everyone hates. And it's clearly weighing on them. And every time that Taffer yells at them or, you know, pulls them aside, you could see in their eyes, just like, oh my God, if I had just done this differently, if I had just followed up on that, if I had done this, if I had been more lucky, I wouldn't be like on TV having Taffer go, oh, I have an LED lighting expert that can fix your bar. They do address it sometimes where like, you know, Taffer will give them reality TV therapy and be like, you have to let your, you know, college sports injury go. But I sort of prefer it when there's just this overwhelming air of bitterness that's never fully addressed, like in a God damn it, what's the Alexander Payne movie?
I'm not sure.
That's one for chat. But hold on to that thought though. All right, so my counter thing, and you can continue this the moment you get the chat answering your open question.
Oh no, that's not a question. I was just like,
Oh.
I briefly forgot Alexander Payne's name. One of my favorite directors. I just like that the type of bitterness you see in Payne protagonists.
So I like the pervert owner that like
That's always a good trope.
An absurdly pervy bar. There was like this one episode where like they just had a sex doll that just was just there that's for the bartenders to play with. My favorite is like hiring spouse to be a bartender and they're an alcoholic.
Right.
Awesome. Easy to resolve, but also really awesome because you can telegraph the entire episode. I like business partners that can't get along, and one of them has to be dropped by the end of the episode. I remember at one episode, like one guy wouldn't let them go to a town hall meeting. So like they went to a town hall meeting to dispute the ownership issue, I think. And it was really weird because one of the owners was like, "I'm not letting you go to the town hall meeting to like to stop the ownership and take full control." But it's like very clearly the more competent owner.
Yeah.
What else? There was this one bar that was like, we're a hardcore punk bar, and every single person they would let up on stage was like very bad at playing punk.
Oh no.
And John Taffer was like, the music here sucks. The volume here is very clearly having all his friends just come up on stage, and it turns out like the person, I think the person that he let the act on all the time was just one of his friends. God, what's an art trope you like about it, Felix? I hope Rocky wins here.
Oh, me too.
You're close.
I like this sort of arbitrary themes that Taffer comes up with.
No.
No, you were close.
I hate this. God. I just keep sliding around. It's so awful to play this.
That one's great because John Taffer is a huge NYC
so bad.
hardcore punk guy. That's so that is the funniest thing out of anything for John Taffer to have like be tapped into knowledge of. It's like hardcore like punk DIY spaces. That is fucking insane for a guy that acts, talks like that, looks like that, walks like that to be like, I know everything about the New York City hardcore punk scene.
Yeah, like specifically a guy who you never see outside of his uniform of like a suit without a tie.
I love the way his eyes bulge when he's mad.
You know what that is okay, that's a less embarrassing thing I imagined about adulthood.
Yeah.
I kind of thought after the point that I turned 30, I would just automatically be wearing that all the time.
Just dressing like Don Draper all the time.
No, not Don Draper, but John Taffer.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah, like kind of like the way that Iranian politicians dress. I mean, it's a very cool look, but I feel like it would be kind of it doesn't make sense for me.
Yeah.
Like I'll like go to the gym, record, and like send a few emails, and then put on my suit with no tie.
You just walk around and then just like, all right, time to go to watch Patrick Doran do stand up.
Yeah.
Time to go watch Girl God.
For some reason, I just imagined myself like
Dude, all right.
you're assigned that uniform later in life.
All right. I have a good question for you, Felix. All right, Patrick Doran, 33. What kind of guy is he gonna metamorphosize into?
Oh, that's a good question.
Patrick Doran, 33.
Patrick Doran, 33. I feel like I feel like I have a good estimation of it based on like skater guys I know who have crossed over into their 30s. I think that he's like not going he's not going to make the transition of going from wearing the cabbie hat ironically to unironically.
Yeah.
I don't think that's in the cards for him.
He's cool. He is cool.
I see him wearing like a more fashion forward business casual.
I did it.
Like not something quite as boring as like a vest and a button-up shirt.
Oh, I did it, everyone.
Like the
All right, you want to hear my boring answer? Control X, Control V. Patrick Doran is going to be the same person at 33 that he is at 27.
That's perfect.
Non-derogatory.
Woo.
Yeah, no, I think that with like minor wardrobe adjustments. I agree.
The plot continues, everyone. Thank you for being so patient. Great discussion, by the way.
People are just clamoring, you know, for the Quiet Man plot to keep moving.
Everyone's happy.
Can we save this bar, though?
John Taffer busts in like Mr. Shakedown saying, "You're overboring!" Rocky, tell Felix the story of when I had a TV installed when Rocky was at my house. Rocky, tell Felix the first thing I did with the TV.
We watched the Judge Judy channel.
Nope, one before.
Fuck, what was it?
What did I do to the settings?
No, you went in and put motion smoothing on.
No, I've heard this. This is insane. What a true madman you are.
God.
I intentionally turned on motion smoothing, and we both watched the Judge Judy show.
Yeah, oh, it just looks horrible. Just Judy.
I held Rocky hostage until Rocky became so uncomfortable that I was demanded to turn it off.
Judy's face de-interlacing before your eyes. Just oh. What do you think he's explaining? What was his plan? Did he like have a crypto scam fall through, this guy?
No, he's switching his vote from Donald Trump to Kamala Harris because he saw her plan to protect crypto.
It's all about the uppercase E. Ethereum.
Now this represents your bit wallet. That's the blockchain network.
And this is what happens to Dogecoin stocks after Elon Musk goes on SNL.
Look how like self-satisfied Detective Mikey Miles is.
He did a good job, I think.
Yeah, he's like, just as I thought. Just as I thought. Whatever is happening in the plot is happening.
Why is he talking? Just
I sort of think that the Quiet Man doesn't know sign language. I think he's a fraud.
he's not even deaf. They just
He's a
they just
fraud.
they just forgot to put the audio in.
The deaf man is a fucking liar. He's like the
Man.
Dolezal of deaf people.
Felix, have you heard about
He's like
the
the Sean King of the deaf community.
Have you heard about that video game composer who pretended to be deaf?
No.
Yeah, there was like a Japanese video game composer who pretended he was deaf for like years.
That seems like a uniquely American computer anxiety.
Yeah.
No,
It's so weird to hear a Japanese person doing that.
That
like,
seems like something that, like, for someone that, like, has, like, 8 mutuals in common with you, to, like, alright, so, like, or whatever, they're a, you know, they're a disability artist or whatever, and then you discover they're fake.
God.
that's like
It's not a
blue-
Japanese thing.
Yeah, that's like blue sky user shit.
Yeah,
It's
no,
incredible.
It's someone
That is
that's, like,
such blue sky core.
well,
Well.
I'm your one Jewish friend, and here we are for a boss battle.
I asked you to come for a schwitz and you said no.
You know what? I was lying to those Sabad guys all the time. I just didn't want to talk to them. I am Jewish. And now I'm proud of it. You're gonna help me get Shy David his job back.
God.
Hey, like,
How would you describe this combat system?
Floaty. You're just floating around, just like everyone's just floating around endlessly. It's never quite clear.
This is fucking over. That's for overpouring.
Whoa! I don't know how I did that.
I don't think that was.
I think the combat only corresponds to what the player does, like
I think you found
60% of the
it.
time.
Occasionally.
I like how that
Yeah.
one. I like how that one vase looks like a bowling pin.
Yeah,
I'm
like-
pretending you're in a round 1 right now.
Like at no point were you told that there are special moves you can do. What's going on?
This is that scene, like the first episode of Invincible.
He's realizing that like most of the power from punching is derived from sound. And as a deaf person, he's impervious to it.
Wow.
'Cause if they could ever get a deaf guy to fight in the UFC, could you imagine?
He'd be so powerful.
Oh
You're
my
so
God.
powerful. I was going and everything every time I punched.
Yes, I know that Matt Hamill exists, and he's also the only man who ever beat John Jones. So what do you think about that?
It's crazy. Oh, we're back to the movie. Do you think we could look these actors up and ask them about The Quiet Man?
I feel like if you did that, they would call the police. They don't want to be reminded of
Wait,
it.
what happened?
Weird twist. Oh no, I saw.
No, this is a metaphor. You spend all your time worrying about Latinos when really it's going to be your own friends who betray you.
I thought you were based.
At least you know where you stand with Foreman Luis and all the other
Wait.
guys, right?
What? What?
Sorry, but Georgia belongs to Kamala. Kid from New York.
God, it is a distinctly Bulgarian feeling game. There's no there. It's like just it's distinctly like on the last page of like Amazon Prime.
I love that this game feels like it's bad, but it feels like it's made by human beings.
Yeah,
There will
I-
never be anything like this ever again.
For better or for worse.
Yeah.
It's like it's held to I hold it in the same regards as the Star Wars prequels. Made by people, but at what cost?
No, the Star Wars prequels are like a man with autism trying to direct like an epic trilogy without getting out of his chair.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a man of autism. It's like, all right, you have 3 more films worth of lore to make. And he's like, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. And so he's like, okay, so I'm gonna do all the stuff I couldn't do that's like not good. Now I
God.
made all the good things. I'm gonna do all the autistic things, like a trade federation war.
God, I love that shit. I love the prequels.
I love George Lucas so much. He was right. He never did anything wrong.
God.
Except maybe that one thing. I think it was destroy the originals. That's it.
Wait. Someone says, I looked up the lead's IMDb and felt bad this game did not help his career. Have they been in anything else?
No, they killed them after it ended.
Yeah, they like...
They killed them. They put them in a Bulgarian basement.
Yeah, it was like a...
I think it's kind of like what happened with the kid who played Joffrey in Game of Thrones, where his portrayal of the evil-based black guy was so good that like people couldn't tell fantasy from reality, and they started harassing him in real life. So he had to give up on acting.
They kept...
Like you know, like 200 million people bought this game, and so he was getting constantly harassed. And the same thing with the Quiet Man. Like people were asking him to help them in real life when they were getting harassed by Foreman Luis. And he was like, I'm not the Quiet Man.
Just, can you imagine, like, you're on the New York subway and you just see the actor who played the Quiet Man, and you're just like, yo, are you the guy from the Quiet Man? Like, how would you react?
Yeah. Oh, I would just pass him a note that says, like, I know you're the Quiet Man, but I don't want to make a scene.
I would go shh.
Wait, what?
My Mets.
Is this all because he got his shoes stolen?
Oh, we're the Mets are.
All right, wait, okay. Bailey, Origins. Wait, okay, whoa. How do you steal someone's shoes? That's a good question. Wait, he's got a gun, dude. No. What? What?
Oh my god.
This is a deleted scene from the movie The Butterfly Effect.
Well, like, okay, think about it this way. In the same way that a true Christian cannot hate Judas because he did what was necessary for Jesus Christ to rise again, I don't think you can hate either of these characters because it's very doubtful the Quiet Man would have become the Quiet Man had this foundational tragedy not happened to him.
I guess.
Yeah, like from a theological standpoint, he's as important as, you know, Saul of Tarsus.
You know, yeah, like Joe Chill, you know, there would be no Batman if his parents hadn't been murdered.
Exactly.
But like, wait, if that Latino guy didn't kill his mom, then why did we go fight him? Why was he like the Shao Kahn of the game?
Well, because if the base black guy didn't fight the Latino over the gun never goes off. So like no one's innocent here, you know?
Jesus.
And also like there are 3 sides to every story.
Right.
The Latino one, your best friend, and then the truth.
Gosh.
It's a famous saying in Chicago.
Where's the Foreman Luis cut?
I don't know. We don't know his story.
Oh, I'm so sick of people who ship Foreman Luis.
That's toxic.
Yeah.
That's a toxic ship. I hate pro shippers in the goddamn Quiet Man community.
Yeah.
Who's this guy? Can you imagine if this game was like a huge success?
That is probably the darkest world possible.
I just
like
Having to deal if it's like a
it's success.
No, it's Offspring. Everything that's inspired by it.
God, yeah, like Quiet Man likes.
Quiet likes.
Wait, so he's the bird? But he's also, but he was fighting the bird.
Well, no, okay, so his dad is the bird guy.
Okay, all right. Right.
And the dad may be Mikey Miles. I'm not really sure. I don't remember.
Okay.
I'm sorry. There's like.
Why can't we hear shit? Because the main character is deaf.
Yeah. I feel very bad for people who aren't familiar enough with the Quiet Man.
Wait, what? Was... Okay. We should put this game on Letterboxd.
Is it? Let me see if it's on there.
I'd better be.
The Quiet Man Letterbox.
God.
Well, okay, there's some bullshit movie directed by some fucking loser named John Ford.
Are there like vulgar auteurs for this game? Like
There
have to be.
just by law of average. That's okay. No, actually, that is the problem. I don't think. How many copies do you think this game realistically sold?
About 100.
That's the
Hold on,
problem.
hold on. Quiet Man. Sales numbers.
If 50,000 people had bought this game, there
Yeah.
would be at least like 5 guys who are like, "This is actually fucking genius. This is the best game that came out this year."
You want to hear the Steam charts?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
1 players right now.
That's me.
24-hour peak. 1.
1.
All-time peak 5.9 years ago. 127.
Wow. Okay, so
Is that good?
is that yeah. Well, that's like, not a lot of people bought the Velvet Underground records, but everyone who did started a band. It's like maybe that'll happen with the Quiet Man.
Yeah. Did you know, everyone who worked on Lost Judgment worked on The Quiet Man.
Steam revenue calculator. The Quiet Man TM. Adjusted regional pricing. Gross revenue for The Quiet Man on Steam is $165,789.
Wow. Oh.
Okay, but maybe people bought it like directly from Square Enix more.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you have like a direct sales number? Because I bet it's in the millions.
I don't know. There's a lot that we don't know.
I think this game was also like a vicious victim of piracy.
Oh yeah, God.
Clearly.
Quiet Man, we forgive you. We still love you. Quiet Man. Are you familiar with that song, Felix?
No, I'm just reminded of the words of another Holocaust survivor. I brought up Primo Levi earlier in the stream.
Yeah.
Oh man.
What-
We
ask if God will forgive us, but we forgive God for the Quiet Man's commercial failure.
we should show Felix after all this the Michael Jackson.
Oh, of course. Yes, we should. Felix needs to see it.
Credit goes to Pod About List for that one though, but yes, I gotta show Felix it.
Oh.
Oh, we're in for another one. Chat, are we excited for the Yankees Dodgers World Series? I'm not, but I was fine with the Mets losing tonight though. We made a hell of a lot farther than we could, and I'd rather lose to the Dodgers.
I became a bird and it still didn't help. I'm still getting my ass kicked.
These feel like new Quiet moves.
They do. We haven't seen.
You leveled up their quiet skill tree.
Yeah. What? You just get stun locked.
Hate the Quiet Man.
Well, that is happening to deaf people in real life.
Yeah.
Actually. Deaf people are prone to being stun locked.
That's why.
Tito Ortiz actually kind of said that he was analyzing a fight against Matt Hamill, who is a deaf UFC fighter, and he said,
Yeah.
The thing with deaf people is that they have soft heads because they have no equilibrium. So you only have to hit them with really soft punches. Tito is the greatest mind in all of sports.
God, I'm like,
Felix, while Rocky's doing this fighting stuff, so Rocky can focus on this.
of course.
What was the? I remember you once tweeting, like, you don't watch wrestling or get it, but some of the backstage stuff you hear from wrestling are absolutely insane.
I don't think I tweeted that.
Or something like that. I don't know.
I would
think
never invite people to try to get me into wrestling.
No, but like what was it? Like the stuff that would happen backstage, where like people would just like absolutely just like assault each other over pranks.
God.
Have you ever heard about like the plane ride from hell where Brock Lesnar?
Yeah, I've heard about that. Yeah. Oh, that's what I wanted to ask you.
Yeah.
Did Brock Lesnar do Me Too?
Yes.
What did he do?
Vince McMahon was sex trafficking women. The thing is that the Vince McMahon allegations is like, all right, so when you think about like standard like casting couch Hollywood stuff, right? It's like, okay, so it's assume that's like, okay, the talent, the starlet that's like being subjected to it. No, he was getting everyone that was hired by WWE, be it receptionists, like everybody, to be like, hey, we're trying to get this star signed to WWE and not go back to UFC. You need to have sex with him now.
Yeah.
So,
Jeez.
and that person was like revealed to be like Brock Lesnar. So Brock Lesnar did.
God, that sucks, man. That's
I
like,
know.
like I hadn't read. I had only read the thing about like Brock having an affair. I didn't. God, that sucks. No, it's like many MMA fans, I like grew to have like a grudging and then not so grudging respect of Lesnar as an MMA fighter, just because of the enormity of his achievements.
And diverticulitis.
Yeah, I mean the Shane Carwin fight, just starting that late in life, even if it was in the heavyweight division. God, that sucked. So he's like a fucking horrible guy. Jesus.
Yeah, no, it's yeah, no, that happened. Like
Damn.
all kinds of we were
How did none of this like come out until now?
we all kind of knew. So because like it was all I think the nexus and like the catalyst was the plane ride from hell. Because that ruined Ric Flair's legacy. Like he's now known as like the guy that sexually assaults like flight attendants now. He can't like go like 2 feet without like having like a adult allergy as you described adult wrestling fans nowadays. A gluten allergy adult like reminding him he's a rapist.
Yeah, oh my god, yeah, what a monkey's paw thing. They're like, we want our audience to be like more urbane, higher earning, and they get it. But those are
Wait, did I die? Sorry.
I don't know how you died there.
What?
Go on,
Yeah,
please.
go on. Sorry.
But like they got their wish of like a more financially stable urbane audience. But that's now the only audience that like does care if you like rape somebody. If it
Yeah,
was
really.
like completely polarized to be like a total to have the same like cultural cash that the UFC has now, then they could like get away with anything because everything is like so
They
stupidly
used to be able
polarized.
to.
Yeah.
Were you like passively like as a kid like knew of wrestling stuff? You know, like Jerry the King Lawler is, right? Like, the
Yeah,
guy on commentary?
yeah.
Yeah, he's a pedophile.
Is what?
He
So it's
very-
like
no, he because of like how like in Memphis territories in wrestling, like you're so protected. He was like a legendary. They would like do ride or die for him for anything. He had a statutory rape charge that was brought up because he committed statutory rape with a young girl, Jerry King Lawler, the announcer. He was so protected in the Memphis territories that they bullied his victim into just like dropping the charges. So like
Jesus
back in the
fucking
day, like the traditional wrestling, like as we said, like the people that used to like wrestling did not care and would actively
Yeah.
like, protect him. But yeah, no, the modern audience is the one people that be like, yeah, so we're gonna hold Brock Lesnar to task. It's like the worst. Like all the old guys are getting.
Yeah,
Like-
you know, like say what you will about like that type of fan, but at the
At
it's
the
like
very
better
least-
to have them like give a shit about that.
A lot of the newer, younger guys in wrestling do give a shit. So they're like just like being like, do the equivalent of like someone is about to fall off a bridge and they just pull up their hands and let them fall.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It was
They
weird.
don't
Yeah.
They
Sorry.
don't wanna like have their be fucking complicit in that shit. They're just gonna fucking
Yeah. Even just for like entirely cynical reasons, because it will like everything does come out eventually, you know? Like it probably like Jimmy Savile was protected by so many people at the highest levels of British society and entertainment and government even. But like, you know, yeah, everything does come out. Either like the guy fucking dies, or you can't pay people off forever, or just you run into someone who can't be bought, or like just doesn't give a shit.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. In terms of like, yeah, no, I like a lot of stuff that comes out that like completely ends a lot of like these like athletes and stuff like that is like the 30 for 30s or like Dark Side of the Ring does like a lot like that. Like the plane ride from hell, like specifically, like that ruined Ric Flair's like entire post wrestling career.
Is it like a generational thing where it's like, okay, if this guy wrestled from like, you know, 1975 to like X year, they probably were involved in this shit. But if someone wrestled from like, I don't know, like
Attitude Era,
2005,
there's like levels to like how complicit you were.
yeah,
There's it's like 3 different companies going off at once. Like the Fed, that's run by Vince McMahon, and he's like did human trafficking. That's the charges he's being brought up on. He's being brought up on human trafficking charges. That's why he got.
Damn.
Um,
In lighter news, if you don't mind, man, Serb has been taking me to wrestling events, Felix, and like,
you get it.
you just see like types of white people there you didn't know still existed.
oh,
Gas station people and juggalos.
that is why I loved going to Buffalo, New York.
Oh yeah.
Not for wrestling, but like there are types of whites that are totally extinct in, you know, Chicago, New York, LA.
Yeah.
But you go to, you know, tertiary and secondary sized cities in every state, you know, or the Great Plains or wherever, and you will see the white guy who walks on the shoulder of the highway drinking a giant jug of Arizona iced tea.
You can just see. Yeah. No, I call them gas station people, but yeah, you can you can just see them.
Oh, you shouldn't have gone into that corner, dude.
Jesus. But yeah, no, you'll just like when we were in Jersey, we were on the boardwalk, and you just see like, I bought Serb a Clerks 2 t-shirt, and he was just getting compliment after compliment after compliment on it.
It was a movie shirt.
God, everyone loved it.
Have I ever told you my theory about Jeremiah from Dark Souls?
No, go ahead.
My character theory about him, and I don't know why I see him this way, I just always have from the moment that like I got invaded by him playing Dark Souls 1.
Yeah.
I've always pictured him as one of those guys. Like I've always pictured like if he could talk, he would be like Dee! like he invades you, but he's like, dog, can you just give me a ride back to Islith? I swear to God, my old lady like runs that shit. We'll like smoke you out, dog. I'm just fucking lost in this painting and I don't want to talk to this dragon bitch.
God.
Don't let him corner you.
I'm trying. They actually in this segment I've got new moves, but the combat's worse. It feels.
Me and Andrew from E1 love sending each other like fake Jeremiah dialogue. Dog, I swear to God, just get me out of this painting.
I just need $5.
Dog, I need $87 for the bus out of back to Islith.
I love the idea of, oh my God, being a bus guy nowadays is like.
Oh, did you have those where you grew up where like you would be like, you know, wherever your version of downtown kind of like ends, and you're like coming back home from like the movies or something, or hanging out with your friends as a kid, and they're just like the most like sort of pockmarked, like fucked up looking white people.
Oh God.
And they're like, I just need $37, like very specific amounts of money. I just need $87 to take the bus back to Indiana. And they're asking you when you're like 14.
God, yeah, man.
Like there is a bus that just takes people to Walmart in my town.
That's
And
beautiful.
I think that's beautiful. There's just a bus that takes people to Walmart, and I want to ride it one day and see where it goes. I'm going to one day park my car at the Walmart and just ride the bus for its entire line. I just want to see where it goes. Where did these people come from?
You know the buses you can take from Port Authority to like specific casinos in Atlantic City?
Yeah.
I love it.
We used to go to Atlantic City a lot, like when we were all in New York. And I like obviously took that bus a lot. I would always get into a dispute with somebody while waiting in line. And I don't think it was like entirely my fault. But it just like there was always some old person that just
Yeah,
I don't know
we
what
did
type
it.
of person they thought I was, but they always thought I was like going to steal their luggage.
Oh
I
man.
was like very offended by that. Like, yeah, I'm gonna steal a 79-year-old woman with a CPAP machine. Yeah, there's some
like,
great
for some-
shit in there for me.
Like she's adjusting her glasses, and she's got cataracts. And for some reason, she hallucinates you as the happy merchant.
God.
That might have been what's happening.
Yo,
I think it was.
Yeah.
Felix. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I just like I would always like sort of lie to get out of that because you know like there's like a premium ticket and there's like a sad first class equivalent for Greyhound buses and I would just like I'd be in the wrong line and I'd be like, yeah, I'm premium, like fuck off. But yeah, I think your theory is correct.
Felix, did your town, like where you grew up, ever have like a famous homeless guy or like a just a weird girl, like a Montreal had a guy called Tumor Guy, and he
That's a fucked up
Oh,
one.
dude.
oh no, he had a gigantic hernia on his stomach, and he'd walk up to you and he'd go, hey, you know, I gotta, can I have some money? I'm gonna have surgery today, and he'd lift his shirt up and show you his hernia. And it would just be the grossest thing you'd ever seen.
Oh God, we had so Hyde Park, where I grew up, where the University of Chicago is. We had a very specific type of person like this, and it was always someone who they were either faculty or like a grad student many years ago at U Chicago, always in STEM. They were always mathematicians or chemists or something, and you know, those types of people, they seem to have like mental breaks more than the average person, you know? And the most famous guy was this guy named Throckmorton.
Yeah.
And he was a former, I think, math guy at U Chicago. And he would every day put on a raincoat, a suit and tie, and an umbrella and like goose step from Hyde Park, like around where our house was,
Yeah.
all the way to like downtown, which is like, that was like a fucking like 19-mile walk, and he would goose step, legs going as high as they could possibly go, just screaming asshole, 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 and he'd like wave a handkerchief around, and like everyone, even if you like didn't know the lore of this guy, you could tell that this was like a crazy man, and that he meant you no harm, except for one time, like this guy was with his fucking girlfriend, and he's like crossed paths with Throckmorton, and he was like, I'm not an asshole, and like beat the shit out of him. And it's like, you're fucking stupid. Like you look at that guy and you don't immediately think like, oh, that's a crazy person who's like not trying to hurt me.
Good
Like,
God.
Jesus. Yeah. But we had a lot of people like that. Like there was this woman who lived on our block who used to be a chemist, and she would like talk on an imaginary phone for like all hours of the day while like walking her cat on the leash. It's just I don't know if really difficult STEM disciplines attract people with pre-existing mental conditions or aggravate it or what, but it was a definite, thing where we were.
God, you've mentioned oh, sorry, go ahead, sir.
I would say that like when it comes to STEM, like engineering does not, but like mathematics and
Yeah, I think you're right.
deeper, no. Like a guy that's gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna like build bridges or like do architecture or whatever. No. But like someone's like, yeah, I'm going to school for math and we're gonna invent new kinds of math after I'm done with
Oh
it.
yeah, that person
You're
always. Yeah, you're completely like. I know a lot of like engineers, or have known a lot, and they're like usually like very practical people, as you might expect. And they kind of have it together. Whereas like, people who are really good at math are obviously like incredibly smart and like conceive of the world in a way that's like probably very difficult to relate to anyone or describe, but they also love going crazy.
God, you mentioned on Twitter that people sometimes have breaks and they start rapping. I knew yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
Like just having like a guy who was normal and then I guess they had a mental break. Yeah, I had a high school friend who left his high-paying job, left his girlfriend to become like a Facebook rapper. Like, and he would just like post stuff about the government.
No, dude, it is. I didn't really put two and two together until like, no shit, probably the 5th person in my life that was normal had a psychic break and started rapping did it. It took until like this year to go, oh my god, this is a pattern.
Yeah. Okay, I just want to draw your attention back to whatever the fuck is going on in The Quiet Man.
This game fucking sucks. What a piece of shit.
Why'd you just let him do that to you?
I don't know how to make him not shoot me.
I hate so badly that the death screen is the quiet woman.
Okay, wait. How do I not get shot? Wait. Okay.
Huh?
Okay, what's going on?
Press X to reason with gunmen.
What's happening in this movie? Turned into the guy from the fucking. Oh.
He's supernatural, and he's still getting teased by like a 9mm.
I don't understand.
Well, now he's gonna get his ass kicked by regular ass bodyguards, and I find that beautiful.
I'm fascinated.
The power scaling of the Quiet Man is all fucked up. Like you're now, now you could probably permanently put down Foreman Luis, but he's long gone.
No. I think Foreman Luis is to this game that Mr. Satan is to the Dragon Ball universe.
He finds ways to win.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've been getting into Kaniku Man lately.
Oh, of course.
I can't get it out of my head that the scene that you love putting on the stream, where there is just literally a character that is dressed up in a Nazi uniform.
Yeah, bro did, yeah.
Showing up to the wrestling Olympics.
That's great. That's the best.
Beautiful.
Oh man, no, just Japanese kid shows and they're like ideas of other countries, where they're like so. Felix, there's a show called Kaniku Man, and they let children design the characters.
Oh, I've heard of this.
And basically, one of the characters is like Africa Man, and he's an African tribesman. Okay, we're doing 80s, and the character for Germany is just a Nazi, and his like special attack is spraying gas all over people.
That's awesome.
Yes.
That's, from what little I picked up from playing Yakuza 0, Japanese children seem hilarious.
They're incredible.
They have a way better sense of humor than equivalent aged American children. If I'm just going by the game.
Oh yeah, no, they're
going by the Pocket Racer saga.
Yeah, no, they're just like one of the jokes that you play on your friends in Japan is that you make a gun with both your hands, and you try and shove your fingers up your friend's asshole.
That's We need, that's. I feel like that's similar stuff happens in America, unfortunately.
Yeah.
That's yeah. I feel like you saw that stuff happen if you went to camp as a kid, and if you didn't, you think it's like atypical.
God, yeah.
I kind of hope that kids don't do it anymore because it is very weird.
It's a strange thing to
it's
do.
It's like weird legal territory too, right? Because it's like,
Yeah.
can you? Is it like? Yeah, what is that? If like a 12-year-old does it to another 12-year-old,
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I've younger cousins, and I don't get
You're completely right.
Yeah.
But it is such a weird area where it's like, oh, it all happened to us. It's like we can also kind of live with this never happening again.
Yeah, exactly. It's like there are aspects of childhood that have been lost with the advent of phones and everything that I think are incredibly sad. But then there are things like that where it's like kids can totally do without that, and nothing good is lost by that not happening anymore.
You guys enjoying The Last Boss?
I love it. I think I'm glad that this new generation doesn't get sack tapped.
Oh
Yeah,
God,
I
yeah.
totally agree.
Yeah. It would just
think
be
that's
like,
like-
oh, sorry, go ahead, Felix.
And I was just saying that I think that's like one good consequence of like phones taking over every part of life is that at the very least like people get a concept at a younger age of like what actually is fucked up to do to someone and what isn't.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't be touching your friend's penis and saying it's a joke.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like that shit happened all the time when I was at camp, and I don't think
Like, I'm
Like,
not
at
gonna
least-
create a federal case about the person that did it to me, but it's like, well, I'm also kind of glad that this doesn't happen anymore.
That's exactly how I feel about it. Where it's like I don't think that like caused any lasting impact on me at all, but it's also like, yeah, it's much for the better that it does not happen.
God, we used to have a game at camp where we'd get like a bottle of spray deodorant, and you'd get really close to someone and just spray them with it on their skin.
Oh yeah, like axe bombing people.
Yeah. Well, we called it
Yeah, we did that
Frosties.
too.
Pog City says we traded out kid fingering for Galaxy.
All the kids are doing Galaxy
The
Cast.
Galaxy Gas thing is like I'm usually pretty like civil libertarian on drugs, but like if you market nitrous to children, you should go to federal prison. Like,
God.
you're a fucking piece of
That-
shit.
That was the one thing that Dare told me. It's like, yeah, if you do this like once, there's a very good chance you just die from it.
Oh yeah.
And they were right to do it because like
Yeah.
it is the one thing that just kills you.
Yeah,
And
you're...
it's, like, it's so not worth it too. Like it's such a stupid fucking drug. I've known people who well into adulthood got into it, and it just
it's such a 10th grade drug.
It's
Yeah.
something you get because like weed's illegal, and there's no way you can know anybody that knows a guy that can get it to you. It's like, oh, computer duster it is.
Yeah.
That's it.
Anyone who's like I mean, first of all, like fuck Instagram for like letting people market that to kids. Like that's fucking insane. But just anyone who's like involved in that business really needs to go to fucking jail.
It's the one drug that just fucking kills you. It's so stupid.
Yeah. I really think there's like an argument to regulate most things or otherwise decriminalize. Even like that shit, but like not for kids. Like Jesus
Turn it
Christ.
into a meme.
Yeah.
We've reached the end of the quiet man.
No.
And he's not being quiet anymore. What do you think happened? What do you think this game is about?
I
It's about
think
Elliot. Go ahead, Felix.
I think that piecing together the best I can, I think that the mom, who's also his love interest, got shot by the Latino and base black guy, that his abusive dad is the bird guy.
Yeah.
And that Base Black Guy was working with Foreman Luis to hide the truth from the Quiet Man, but abusive dad or Detective Mikey Miles told the Quiet Man about this, and in a climactic final battle, after which he's mysteriously achieved supernatural powers, he finds out the truth, but he's reunited with his mom, who he can fuck.
My theory is that this is a play based on Elliot Rogers' bodybuilding.com forum posts.
Wait, what if you actually read Hillbilly Elegy and it's just like everything that happened in this game? Like, no one's actually read it.
What if they did the plot of
Just like,
Hillbilly?
Quiet Man.
What if they did the plot of Hillbilly Elegy, but like it's done in the style of the Quiet Man? Like JD Vance is just deaf.
Wait, what's going
He's
on?
going to college.
He was the bird guy. Cop guy was Birdman.
Yeah, the cop I think is his dad, and Mikey Miles, and the evil Quiet Man.
Okay. Why was he wearing a?
He
Why
looks
was?
like such a fucking idiot.
Hey, how do I look, man? So wait, like.
Hey,
You
he's
look
saying,
terrible.
hey, fuck you!
All
No, stay out of this. It's between me and Birdman.
right, good.
All
right, hey bitch, go sing a song somewhere. We have some bird business to settle.
What?
No, come on, not another.
This
ball
sucks so
battle.
much fucking dick.
Wait.
Fuck you, dude. I want out.
Oh, I thought it was over.
I want to go home.
It's not over yet, Snake.
God damn it. I thought I was fucking able to shuffle out, go to my car.
No.
All great games have a fake out like this, you know? Can you break people's guards in this game? Or
I don't think you can. No.
Yeah. Why have anything
Yeah.
that resembles a functioning melee system?
This sucks. I'm looking at you just play this game.
It's so miserable. God.
Yeah. That like one of its unique aspects is like just by watching it, you know exactly the ways in which it's terrible.
Yeah, it's fascinating. It's just. It's a cool boss fight called "Wait for him to do anything."
I'd rather this than like you die 15 times, to be honest, because there's 15 enemies.
Oh.
At least I know I'm about to see the end of the game, rather than like I'm like, all right, what other reality TV have I
You
watched
think-
recently?
You think the game's gonna end, but then like you have to fight the singer girl.
Yeah. there's like a whole army of guys in bird masks.
Foreman Luis comes out of the shadows going,
You thought it was over, man.
You discovered my Latino plan.
I present to you Project 2028.
There's always another Latino.
And he just like comes out, he pulls out of his like high visibility vest 2 turnstiles and like wields them like nunchucks.
God.
Mayor Eric Adams is trying to get rid of the turnstiles and fairs for the Latino population. Everybody wake up. Patriots wake up. The Latinos are trying to hop turnstiles.
God, we have to stop them.
We have to stop the Latino population and construction workers at large from skipping train fares. This is a big issue. JD Vance talked about this in Hillbilly Elegy.
Did you see my kick just fly right through his head?
Yeah.
Attention Patriots.
This is how January 6th was supposed to go down.
The bird guy didn't show up.
It's just Mike Pence wearing a bird mask, waiting for Nick Fuentes.
Yeah, that's exactly how it went. Like they showed up to get Mike Pence to not certify the results, but then Mike Pence was in a bird mask, and they were like, "Oh no, the quiet vice president."
Oh, he's just in the White House waiting for everyone. In a bird mask.
And then Nick Fuentes comes in. He's like, for some reason, just has like a whole Raiden get up from Metal Gear Rising. His katana. Like, come at me! We realize.
That's how Ashley Babbitt died.
Come on.
Ah, you got me, sport.
Oh, I don't feel so good.
So this is how I die. Level 48. Mikey Miles death scene.
Standing here, I realize.
What great fake blood effects.
It looks amazing.
He's now killed everybody he's ever known in his life.
You killed half the city.
The Quiet Man is known a grand total of 9 people. 3 recurring gang members, John Taffer's bar rescue experts, Foreman Louise.
Why are we seeing
Space
feet?
Black friend, and Mikey Miles.
Man. What's going on?
Those are
What?
the only people he's known. Yeah, why are we seeing feet? Well,
What do you think, audience?
time for a kiss goodnight. You're alive though. You just killed Mikey Miles.
What's
You lived.
what
I don't know. I don't know.
but I can't what
Thank God you're up. Time to do January 6th. I'm singing my January 6th song to motivate the Patriots.
There's no way there's not gonna be audio.
Why stop now? You know? The entire game before it did.
Oh, phew. The Quiet Man, everyone.
My boyfriend died. I'm gonna build him a skate park.
Everyone form an orderly queue to apply to Full Sail University and enter the game industry so
My
you can make
God.
something this good.
Everybody, call the phone numbers you see on your rips of X-Play.
My God.
When you sign up for Full Sail University, use promo code CHAPO to get 5% off your first tuition bill.
Oh, make sure you subscribe, everybody. That was The Quiet Man. What do we think, guys?
Wait,
10 out of 10. I give it 3 Luises.
I love you.
I love how literal this song is. It's like the rap songs that they would have at the end of Ghostbusters that sum up the plot of the movie.
Now this quiet man can't hear too good.
The lyrics of the song are literally like, you saw something when you were young that you regretted, and now you have to become the quiet man. Will you ever learn the truth of how your mom died? You have to put on the mask to know, is the cop your dad? We don't know. You're both the quiet man.
When he
What is the Latino plan?
Dude, you gotta play over this, the dream song. That's what they call it.
It was originally a piece of promotional material for the quiet man.
What the point of the mask is. Why are you so sad, kid?
Taking pills, but instead of saying normal, they say quiet man.
Quiet pills.
For hours at a time, stare at the ceiling while I hold back what's on my mind. When they ask me how I'm doing, I say
That's what
I'm just
Luis is
fine.
for.
Luis is on siesta.
That's what the turnstile's for.
Oh, that synced up so well.
That's what the point of the mask is. So you can see I'm
This game sucks. I'm glad we did it.
Why does it sync up so well?
Fucking drawing, fuck you.
it just keeps on.
They thought that was so profound. Oh, you drew it as a kid and you did not know the mask was.
He was actually 27 when he drew that.
Somebody think about like all the things that don't get made, and think about like the money that got instead got allocated for this. Like, great fucking industry, God. A major publisher was like, "This is, we gotta get this out the door."
Man, you know what? I'm starting to think that a lot of the guys talk about Sweet Baby Inc. are right. This sucks. I know they don't have no part in this, but you know what? I gotta blame somebody.
Do you think that if you put this if you got a council of like wokeism experts, do you think they would find this game woke or like anti-woke?
So woke, cause you're deaf, dude.
Yeah.
It's the easiest. It's the easiest checkbox thing. Without doing anything that's genuinely profound about like,
Sync up.
They're so thrown out since that they're like just replaying shitty gameplay. They're like, yeah, now you understand. Now that she's singing a song.
Hey, you were singing. Why are you getting in front of the mic again? So, how pissed do you think he would be from heaven if she gets up to the mic and says, "So my best friend died the other day." It's like, no!
Oh. Wow. The Quiet Man.
On October 20th, 2024, my friend, the Quiet Man, died. He fucking died.
Oh, post-credit scene for Quiet Man 2.
Dude, Thanos is gonna show up. It pans up.
Is Mikey Miles still alive? Fuck off.
No, wait, who is it? Is it base
Fuck
black
off.
guy?
This
No.
is Mikey Miles.
Wait, what?
I hope it's Luis. Luis.
No, that the trench coat. That's his dad.
Wait. Yes, that's right.
Family for years.
Ah! That's what you sound like?
Nothing's ever come between us.
I figured out what this guy looks like. He looks like Jey Uso. That's one for chat.
That what happening to you is also what's happening to me.
Huh?
Blinded by
Are you telling me we could have had offensive accents this whole time?
ambition.
This is just that Xavier Renegade Angel episode where they just play at the very end. It's like, you are running out of time.
This is very Xavier.
We're all players in the game.
I have written a few things in my day. I think crucially when you're writing something,
the greatest performance of my career.
you can't just like take an individual
And then
line
just
of
give me-
dialogue and be like, that's so good, we should just show it without any context.
God.
It's so powerful. it
Oh,
just
we're
has
getting
to
the
exist
stock
on its
footage
own.
scene.
No, they rented an AC-130 to film this. This is like 90% of the budget. Hey, quiet man, you're a few weeks too late on your rent. Don't try to sign it to me, asshole.
You killed all my tenants.
Any for your thoughts?
Hey, quiet man, the FBI was here. They want to ask about January 6th. I told them that's 5 days after rent's due.
Hey, the FBI's here. They're asking you why you're streaming on cozy.tv.
Yeah, no, the twist in the ending is like it zooms out and it was all a kick stream.
Yeah.
No, and it's all of the guys that like the Quiet Man's been beating up are like mentally disabled pedophiles that he entrapped.
Yes, this is the quiet man's father.
Who?
Poe. Tinky Winky.
I can't sing anymore.
Tipsy.
No one hears me. I don't hear me anymore.
My best friend
I
died.
want it taken away and just disappear.
What? Like 5 people come to see you.
got the right number, lady?
Please take me away. Please.
Like Miles' residence.
What?
Yeah, that was definitely answered.
The Singing Woman coming 2025. Okay, I just missed my best friend.
I'm going to kidnap you. Okay.
Fuck off. Fuck off.
That's pretty in character for Mikey Miles to say that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Wait. What? Okay. All right. That's a story for another day.
Yeah. If we ever do like a crypto scam on the audience to atone, I will play the subtitled and audio enhanced version of The Quiet Man.
Yes. That might have to be an anniversary thing. We come back to The Quiet Man and we think like,
yeah.
how has The Quiet Man changed? How have we changed since we experienced The Quiet Man?
Imagine coming back to The Quiet Man in the second year of Donald Trump's second administration.
Just yeah.
Oh my God.
We,
That's a
love
distinct
to.
possibility.
we need him now more than ever.
God, that is, if I was Kamala Harris's team, I would be saying the only way we get a Quiet Man sequel is if Trump wins.
God, yeah.
Can you imagine the art that's the bad art that's gonna come out of a second Trump presidency?
Oh
though?
my God.
It'd be great for
Logan
Trump
Pringle's
because we-
return.
God, yeah. The return of Mobin Pringle.
We aren't gonna get that stuff until 2028 with the horrible games that are inspired by and have the Trump presidency writing aren't gonna come out until 2028 because of all the development hell they're inevitably gonna go through. But you know, I'm looking forward to it.
Felix, do you have anything you want to shill or?
Yes. I two things. If I can be greedy,
Go for it.
My limited series that I worked on with Spencer and Josh, who I really attribute like 90% of the content to. They made my job so fucking easy. Our series on the history of conservative lobbying institutions and media on Con Inc. in America
Nice.
will be debuting December 1st. I have recorded most of it at this point. It will be 6 episodes that are scripted, that Spencer and Josh did an incredibly good job putting together. And then a 7th postscript episode that I'll be doing with them after it's all done. That starts December 1st. And, of course, our Election Day Eve, that is the day before Election Day, our live show in Los Angeles, November 4th, at, what the fuck is this theater called? God
Theater.
damn it. Why can't I... Jack Aratani Theater. That's Jack with 3 C's for some reason. I guess he's a Crip. Theater. November 4th with E1. If you want to see Joe Biden 3 happen, this is the only way.
Thanks, Felix. Thanks for coming on. That was excellent.
My absolute pleasure. I delayed recording the final parts of my limited series to do this, and that's what I'm going to be doing right now. But it was completely worth it.
I'm so glad, man.
Such a good episode.
And if you watched all this way, if you missed any of it or you came late or you didn't see it all, it's going to be on youtube.com/Kimono Friendzone. That's where we upload all of our good shit. Please leave a comment. It's really cool when we see comments from people. It's like a really nice treat. So.
Oh, yeah.
No. Yeah. Anything else?
Oh yeah. I just wanted to add, of course, Matt's book.
Yes.
On the Spanish Civil War. We've been incredibly heartened by how many people have not just bought it, but have given it like rave reviews. It's an incredible piece of work. Matt's incredibly proud of it. Very grateful to everyone. But keep buying that. Keep buying.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye, everybody. Take care.